I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're back. A very pleasant good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be watching from. My name is Jimmy Finizzi, the host of From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. I hope you've been well, and welcome to another THPN watch party. First one in a couple of weeks, and sincere apologies once again for the very, very long breaks in between watch parties. With everybody's very busy schedule this year, it's been hard for really anybody, including myself, to consistently get these watch parties going. So we appreciate you guys being so patient with us throughout the season, but we are very happy to be back with you, as tonight we got an original six matchup between the Rangers and the Boston Bruins. Rangers coming off I don't even want to talk about what happened last time, but we have to for the sake of this show. They got their doors blown off by the Bruins last time they played them, 10-2 in one of the worst games, honestly, that I have ever seen, as not just a Ranger fan, but a hockey fan in general. Just no light from the Rangers whatsoever. However, they do have success with the Bruins at home. I believe they are 12-7 combined at home against the Bruins over the past few seasons. So, boys will look to get themselves on track and hopefully break a 2-7-1 skid in their last 10 games. Meanwhile, Bruins coming in hot, 8-2-0 in their last 10 games. They play Nashville at home tomorrow, so the Bruins are on a back-to-back. So if you're the Rangers, you got to come out and be aggressive, especially with what happened the last time. But thankfully, I am not alone for tonight's game. My very special guest, his very first watch party with us here on THPN, the host of the Maine Hockey Report, Ben Kennedy, joins me tonight. Ben, it is a pleasure to meet you and work with you for the very first time. Welcome to the podcast network. How's everything, my friend?
Jimmy, everything is great. Despite the 18 inches of snow outside, we are doing awesome. Thank you for the invite to this. Been looking forward to this. Yeah, you referenced that 10-2 game from a while back. I haven't seen anything like that from the Boston Bruins in a long time. I don't expect to see that tonight.
Oh,
it would make.
I don't think anybody does.
Make for a kind of a clunky live stream, but no, doing well. Of course, my home team here is the ECHL Maine Mariners. That's the Boston Bruins ECHL affiliate. Color commentator for them, kind of on a part-time basis, and team is doing well. Have an old New Jersey Devil friend as a head coach, Rick Kowalski, the former assistant coach there. I think he was. Okay. Who did he work under? It was a few years ago now, but been just an excellent fit here in Maine, and good symmetry with Marco Sturm and Mo Janelle there in Providence. So team's playing pretty well. Just kicked the snot out of Trois Rivières yesterday.
I heard.
So that was a good one. They got a 5-minute major in the first period, and I think they scored 3 or 4 goals on the 5-minute major. It was awesome.
Oh, that's really, really nice to hear, man. And again, it's a pleasure to be working with you for the first time. Absolutely. You are a Bruins fan, so that is why I asked you to come on this watch party. Rangers-Bruins Original Six matchup. We do have a couple of comments here, as we got quite a few people in the chat. We got my man Jared here. What's going on, man? Pleasure to see you again. We got EG in the building. We got Andrew here. Long time no chat with you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Danelle. Okay, so Ben, here's what you need to know. Danelle here, he is known as the jersey guy because he will always ask you about any and all hockey jerseys known to man. So if he's got a question about jerseys, he's going to ask either one of us. So keep an eye on that.
Good.
Talk to you, Danelle. Hope all is well. How are you, my guy? You were at that 10-2 game? Oh, jeez. I'm sure you enjoyed it. I didn't. Speaking of which, let's hear some score predictions for tonight in the chat. Who do you think wins? Leave a comment down below. Jared says Bruins will win 4-2. Andrew just wants to break my soul. He says 7-3 Bruins will win. Way to be friends, my man. No, I'm only kidding. But he says 7-3 Bruins. Let's hear some more score predictions in the comments down below. Let me ask you, since the nasty snowstorm we had, are you all right and the rest of your loved ones? I am perfectly fine. We got 2 feet here in New Jersey. About a 1.5 to 2 feet. You said you got how much? How many inches, Ben?
Oh, we got about 18 up here.
18
it's our biggest storm of the year, but I mean we're used to it up here on the coast and up here in Maine. So we're prepared, but it's all good. Just free day for the kiddos and a lot of snowmen making and all that good stuff. So
I was gonna say the tease you posted on your socials. Your son is adorable. I just want to say that he's absolutely adorable. I hope to see him in more videos soon. He's so cute.
Yeah, I put him in a few. I try to be careful. This is the internets. Internets can be a horrible place, but he's been begging to be on more reels and videos. He watches YouTube Kids, and all he sees are dads and sons playing games and all that kind of stuff, and he's been begging for that. So I be a little careful with it, but he loves it, and he's thankfully looks a lot like his mom, so I was blessed there, and it's all good.
Hey, you got to be careful on the internet nowadays. You just never know. A lot of people saying hello to you, Ben. We got Andrew saying hello, Jared, Danelle, and Jared also says, "Go Patriots!"
Let's go, Pats!
Congratulations!
I don't want to piss your audience off, but let's go. Got the greatest bobblehead.
Listen, you're not going to piss me off. I'm a Giants fan. I have no reason to hate the Patriots at all. No. So, hey, I like to see Drake May win it. Absolutely. What's going on, Hockey? How you doing? Don't know this guy's name. This is Ben Kennedy, the host of the Maine Hockey Report on the Hockey Podcast Network. He's new here, first watch party. And in terms of how I'm doing, I am doing fantastic, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Drew said go Seahawks. He is
Yeah,
not a Boston fan whatsoever. Hey,
I get it. Hey, I
I'm
get
not
it.
either, but you know what? I'd like to see Drake May win something. I really would. Is he second year, takes his team to the Super Bowl? That's really, I mean, you gotta give the kid props. And Mike Vrabel might win Coach of the Year if they win the Super Bowl. That's just me though.
Yeah, I know it's a hockey channel here, but I had him as a wild card at best this year. I mean, they surprised the
Mm,
heck out of me. I love Vrabel. I just think they're a couple years ahead of the curve, which is great. And you have an opportunity. I think it's gonna be fun though. Seeing Sam Darnold, like just his resurgence and how well he's played.
yeah,
Great
yeah.
year in Minnesota. Then they punt on him and take him to Seattle. I just think it's
Yes.
been a great stories all around for both clubs. I think it should be
No,
a
this
great
is
Super
going to
Bowl.
be a great Super Bowl. I can't wait to watch. Jared says, "Where do you live in Maine, Ben?"
I am in a little town called Cumberland, just due north of Portland. It's like a Portland suburb, I guess. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
How do you like my profile pic? Your profile picture is actually pretty sick. Actually, I kind of like it. And he also asked for Ben, "What are your thoughts on Jacob Perreault,
Oh,
Maine
Jake
Mariners?"
Perot. Oh man, he's not going to be here long. Of course,
Mm,
former first round draft pick of the Anaheim Ducks, signed here this year. Of course, he's had a rough go of it. He's made it to the NHL, but just hasn't been able to stick. Early on, I think maybe some attitude issues for him early on in his career, but he's fit in so well. He's already been called up to Providence, I think, once and played well there. Had a beautiful goal. And I think
mm,
it was Saturday night. He had a breakaway goal. We didn't have a lot of breakaways in that Saturday night game, and just made this move where it was just phenomenal. I think on the call after Mike made his call, I kind of chimed in. I said that is why he's a first round draft pick.
yes.
Just he made the backhand forehand and went backhand again, and I thought he didn't have time for that, but he did because he's that good. Skating ability is off the charts. I mean, that's what made him a first round pick. Does he ever
Yeah.
make it to the NHL? I don't know, but I do think we'll see what Boston does in some trades. I mean, if they try to go all in and trade some Providence guys, Perot's probably going to be in Providence by the end of the year.
More than likely, yes. But I would like to see him up in the NHL one day.
Oh
I
yeah.
personally think that he might be ready in a couple of years. So
Mhm.
we
Might
shall
be.
see. We got a score prediction here. Hockey says 5-3
All right.
Rangers are
All
going
right.
to win. Okay, a little
Feeling
bold
good.
right there.
Okay.
I will admit, considering how the Rangers season is gone. But hey, nothing wrong with bold predictions here. Oh, we had a snow day here today in Toronto. Yeah, I heard Toronto got
Yeah, they
hammered.
got nailed.
When
Yeah.
hope you guys are doing okay up there. Who do you got in Super Bowl 60? We don't want the Pats to get. Well, this guy does, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure all of America doesn't. But
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know. It's really tough for me to pick right now. If you give me until like the end of the stream, maybe I'll have a better answer for you. But it's really, really tough right now because, like Ben said, you got headlines across the board for both quarterbacks, both coaches, and it's just gonna be very, very entertaining. I'm just really excited. So if you give us until probably the end of the stream, we'll give you our way too early Super Bowl picks, but we shall see. Andrew says, "I missed the Jersey snow." Not, yeah, no, you don't. You're enjoying it out there in Arizona, my friend. Don't just be trying to make us all jealous. What's Ben's YouTube channel? I was actually going to get to that. Actually,
Yeah.
I know I normally do this at the end of each stream, but where can people find you, man?
Yeah, YouTube. It is the Main Hockey Report. So you can find me there. I'm also for audio. If you're just looking for audio, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, same name. The Main Hockey Report. So yeah, I've got I do weekly coverage of the Maine Mariners. I do talk NHL, especially during playoff time. I do talk a little Bruins, but the Boston market, like the New York market, is so flooded with hockey. Bruins podcasters. I mean, we got all the
Yeah,
guys like Joe Haggerty and Evan Marinofsky, and we got Nesson has their own, podcast
yeah.
network now. I'm never, as a small guy, I'm never going to compete with that. But the Maine Mariners, kind of a niche. So
Yes.
my channel's small, my viewership is small, but it does fit kind of a niche that isn't being served, and it's part of why I went that direction. Then I parlayed it into doing the color commentating with the team. So that's been good.
Yeah.
But I do have some interviews out there. I interviewed Adam Pellerin from Nesson a little while ago. I've had Evan Gold, assistant GM of the Boston Bruins, came on, I think, this fall. And then I will be re-airing this one. I had Pat Kelleher, USA Hockey president, on in the fall. So that was a good one. With the Olympics coming up, I'm probably going to put that back on the audio version. But it is out there on YouTube now if anybody wants to check that out. So yeah, it's kind of a little mishmash of everything out there.
Nice. Nice. I like that. And he also said he lives in Portland, Maine.
Oh,
So
there we go. All
I don't
right,
think it's far off
local
from where you
guy.
live, actually. So that's
No,
pretty
not at
cool.
all. Cool.
Let's see. We got a couple more comments to catch up on here. Then we got a game to get to. Andrew says, "What do you think of the Giants hiring John Harbaugh?" Absolutely thrilled. First time I've been excited as a Giant fan in probably 15 years. And look, I don't expect a turnaround, meaning like I don't expect playoffs this year. But if they can get to at least 7 wins, I will be thrilled. It's a major improvement from where we were over the last 15 years. So I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm thrilled. My man Goza in the chat, Adam Goza. Let's go Rangers. Hopefully we beat the Boston Biscuits. I didn't tell you about this yet. This is the guy who comes up with food puns for everything. For NHL teams, for players, you name it. He's got the food puns. So, yeah, just be prepared for that all night. But he thinks the Rangers are going to win 4-2, so a little bit closer than everybody thinks. We shall see. Since Jimmy brought it up with me as the Jersey guy, since you're a Bruins fan, do you like their Stadium Series jerseys or no?
They're okay. They're okay. I mean, I've seen a lot worse.
Thank you.
But I don't think they're bad. I'm not going to go out and buy one, but
no,
it's hard. Like they've had so many of these over the years and third jerseys, and when you're an original 6, and you guys as Rangers fans know this, like once you get beyond your actual uniform, it's hard to like embrace that third or that alternate jersey. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine for a night. It'll be fine. Tampa will probably smoke us anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it should be a good venue out there. I think where they playing at the Raymond James, I think it is.
I think Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah. So it'll be a fun venue, and we'll see how the ice holds up. I guess in Florida, down in Miami, it held up all right. So we'll see how it holds up in Tampa.
See if they fire the cannons if Tampa scores.
Right.
See.
Feel like you're in Columbus.
Oh my God, yes. Andrew had a question for you as well. Who's your all-time favorite Bruins player?
Well, if you look over my shoulder, there's a picture. I don't know if you can see it. It is Zdeno Chara. It's an autograph picture up there. Big Z.
Yes.
Big Z is my favorite. I mean, Bobby Orr is the obvious.
Just got his number retired, too.
He did. A beautiful event. So. The Bruins do such a great job with that stuff. And a lot like the Rangers, they've had a lot of opportunities to retire numbers and have those kind of events. They do a phenomenal job of honoring their past, honoring their heritage. And Big Z, I mean, he's still part of the organization, such an important player. People forget, of course, they won the Cup in 11. They had a couple of the runs there in the 2013, 2019, whatever. But before that, it had been a long time. I think, late 80s since the Bees had gotten to a Cup final. So Z coming in the way he did really changed the culture. And Bergeron was always going to be good. Marshy was always going to be Marshy. But Big Z really coached those kids along as they grew with the organization. He has a signature on the last 20 years and maybe even the next 10 or 15 years of Boston Bruins history, just what he left behind and what he built here. So hard not to just love that man. And he's out there running marathons and doing, all this stuff. I mean, dude's probably in better shape today than he ever was as a hockey player.
Oh my God, 100% agree with you. We got a couple more comments to breeze through, then the game is about to start. We just had some pre-game ceremonies for the Rangers' 100th year, in which Sam Rosen was the MC, and God, we miss him calling games so much here in New York, New Jersey. Let's see. Jared and Hockey have just subscribed to your YouTube channel. Thank you guys for doing that. And while you're at it, subscribe to my show as well, From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music, wherever you listen to your podcast, and leave a like and subscribe right here on the THPN YouTube channel if you have not done so already. EG says, I hope the Sabres and Red Wings make the playoffs. Honestly, getting tired of seeing them in my non-playoffs. I agree with you. I really hope they do. What are your thoughts on the Maine Mariners so far? I think they're doing good.
Yeah, they've been good. I mean, they had a lull in December where they had some injuries and they had some guys get called up, but they respond well to coaching when they don't play well. They are a team that really cares a lot about each other, and they've got a lot of leaders. They're gonna get healthier. They're missing their captain right now, Willem Dafoe. Ty Shoveldayoff is hurt. They got Mason Primeau. I think that's is it Wayne Primeau's son, Keith Primeau's nephew is on the
Yes.
team, hasn't played yet this year. So they've got some big names coming back. I feel like, I mean, the Pittsburgh team Wheeling is running away with the division, but Maine should absolutely be in the playoffs. They should absolutely make a run. I don't know if they're Kelly Cup champions this year, but this should be, if they don't make the playoffs, it's a complete disaster. I'll put it that way. But they've been very good, and goaltending's been phenomenal so far with Kavalin and Arvanitis. Kavalin, of course, won the Kelly Cup, was the MVP with Trois Rivières last year. He signed with the Bruins, so he's up in Providence right now. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I think it's the best. This is our 7th year in town, and I think this is easily the best roster and best opportunity they've had in the 7 years. Ooh, early chance.
Speaking of which, yeah, I was going to say early chance for the Bruins right there. Jonathan Quick in goal for the Rangers today. Spencer Martin, the backup. Rangers have a home at home after this game against the Islanders, starting on Long Island on Wednesday and then at home on Thursday. I did not see who the starting goalie for the Bruins was. Is it Corby?
It's Corpusalo. He's in tonight.
Corby, okay.
And he's kind of, I hate to say this as a Bruins fan, he is probably due for a clunker. He has been so good over the last 4 games.
No, he has.
I mean, 947 winning percentage, 4-1 over Calgary, 1-0 shutout with Pittsburgh, 5-2 over Chicago, and 4-3 over Vegas. So he's been solid, and it's given the Bruins a little chance to, not push Swayman quite as hard as they did, last season, where it was just an abject failure on all on all sides.
Yeah. We mentioned the hot streak for the Bruins at the beginning of the show, but I'll mention it: 10-2-0 in their last 12 games, really fighting for that top spot in the division. And as streaky as the Bruins have been to start the year, this recent hot streak they've been on, they went on hot streak, cold streak, hot streak, cold streak, and now another hot streak. So, look, the Bruins, I think, are still a good team. I think they're making the playoffs this year, but I think we'll truly find out who they are come playoff time. That's just my opinion. What do you think?
Oh, I agree with you. I'm not sure they're a playoff team. I mean, when they play so well,
okay.
I mean, I had them 6th in the division coming into the year, and I have seen a lot that I've liked, but to your point, these streaks, I mean, they'll lose 6, win 6, and when we lose 6, then we beat Colorado, and then we beat Edmonton. It's like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Marco Sturm has said it a few times over the year. He's basically acknowledged we're not good enough. If we're not all swimming in the right direction, we've got to play within our system, within our structure, and we all got to be rowing the same way. If we don't, we can't just lean on Pasternak and Swayman and McAvoy to carry this thing. You got to have all 4 lines going.
Doing everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, the streak has been good here. Goaltending's been solid, and we're scoring goals, which is something I did not expect out of the group this year. They've been actually way better offensive team, and the specialty teams with Coach Steve Spott coming up from Dallas has been phenomenal this year.
What's up, Dandy D? Good to see you. I see a bunch more comments in here. We will catch up with them in very, very soon, I promise. But Jared says real quick, I can't wait till James Hagan joins us.
Yeah, the hockey gods smiled on us with that pick, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yes,
we kind of got nailed in the draft lottery. We didn't go where we wanted to, but having Hagen's there at 7 was a no-brainer. And he's played well at BC, and there's been a lot of chatter locally. Does he actually play a second season at BC? There's some people in Boston, some of the Boston media calling for that. Maybe he should go back for a second season. I think there's some doubters, Don Sweeney doubters in terms of player development. Maybe we haven't always developed guys well. Maybe he should stay at BC for another year. I kind of feel like he comes out and he's on the roster come April, but we'll see.
I would like to think the same thing, but we shall see here. Meanwhile, just about over 3 minutes gone by. First period from Madison Square Garden. Rangers Bruins, no score. Shots are 2-1 in favor of the Bruins. Morgan Geekie had a good chance earlier on Jonathan Quick, and he made the save. And speaking of Morgan Geekie, that's one guy you got to keep an eye on. 3 goals in his last 5 games. Panarin, 3 goals in his last 5 games. So 2 players to keep an eye on, and one of them is going to get traded at the trade deadline, and that is Artemi Panarin, because Chris Drury had an individual meeting with him, and he informed that he will not be re-signed and that he will be traded either before or on the trade deadline. And as much as that hurts me as a Ranger fan, because I love Panarin, I feel like it has to get done. But he's been on a point streak lately, and I think Morgan Geekie, I mean, as much slack as I've given him over the past couple of years, this year, he's really stepped it up offensively.
Yeah, a lot of people thought, is that just an aberration? A year ago, what he did with, I think it was 33 goals, and he's proven it right out of the gate that it's not. Now he did just have a cold spell, so seeing him score over the last 5 has been good, but he went a little bit of a stretch there without anything. Yeah, good player. And when you look at the contract, we signed him to a year or two ago. What a value if he's going to produce like this. So, but yeah, for Panarin, I mean, the Rangers have been such a. I know they've been a disappointment. I had them in the playoffs this year. I thought they were going to be third.
That's putting it nicely, Ben.
No, I had them. I think my official predictions. I think I had them fourth and get it into.
I had them with the wild card team too.
Yeah. So I just thought Sully coming in, his energy, his expertise. I thought that would bring some juice, and you just expected a rebound from some of these, veteran guys. Of course, you got the injuries with Igor, with the big defenseman there. Hold on. Who's your big? The guy. I'm blanking right now, man. Your big defenseman who's on IR.
Oh, Matt Rempe.
Not Rempe.
Adam Fox.
Fox, is he back or is he?
No. Unfortunately, Fox and Igor are not going to be back until after the Olympics.
That's what I thought. So that's hard. I mean, it's hard when you're missing those two guys. But I mean, what's been the chatter amongst your fan base? I mean, is it just blow it up or just so frustrated? I mean, I can't even imagine.
Most people are more frustrated with Lafreniere because he's been awful this year and he hasn't really lived up to being the number 1 overall pick. I mean, I think people kind of understand the point of trading Panarin. I mean, they've been calling for Panarin to be traded since the start of the year, since he's going to be a free agent anyway at the end of this year. So, I mean, I kind of get it, but I think people are a lot more disappointed with the fact that Alexis Lafreniere has not lived up to the number 1 overall pick hype, and he might get traded as well.
Yeah, he might need a fresh start. I mean, that might be the perfect thing for him because it just may not happen in New York. And yeah, I mean, the draft is not an exact science, man. I mean, he can look good on paper, look good in juniors or college or whatever. And man, it's just been a failure here at the NHL level. So tough.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jared, I was just gonna say what's happening with the Panarin rumors not wanting. Well, Drury informed him that he was not going to be re-signed, that he's going to get traded. So, as usual, blame Chris Drury because his ass is going to get fired no matter what. Whether they make the playoffs or not, Chris Drury's getting fired, and he has to. There's no question about it. So, he should not be in charge of this retool that they have going on.
Well, that was going to be
about that retool in first intermission, so stay tuned about that. Sorry, Ben.
Okay. No. You're going to talk about first intermission. We'll save it for then because I have some questions around that. But no, I think we might be on the same train of thought. So
I hope so. We got someone on our Twitch page watching. Chalky, this game's going to be a rough one. I hope not, but we shall see. Good to hear from you. My coworker Mike in the chat. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Didn't help with the Igor injury. I agree with you. Since I'm from the Northeast, I think Boston fans and Philadelphia fans are the worst in sports. But Philly fans are way. I was going to say Philly fans are way worse than Boston. At least Boston fans don't riot in the streets after they lose.
Yeah, we've done a lot of losing too. As for all the winning they've done, there's been a lot of.
Meanwhile, good chance for Trocheck and Corpusalo made a save. Sorry, Ben. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, that was beautiful save there. Good opportunity. No, yeah, Philly fans have that reputation. Yeah, but trust me, I'm a Blue Jay fan, Toronto Blue Jay fan, so I go to Fenway with my Blue Jays gear on. Now I'm lucky. I work for a company that we have, season tickets, we get boxes and everything. So I'm not always sitting, in the bleachers or anything like that. But you get some side eyes, you get some, you get some angsty people out there, especially this year with the Blue Jays being so good. But so as much as I'm a Boston guy when it comes to the Bruins and the Pats, when it comes to baseball, man, I go north of the border. So I have a dual perspective, I guess, on the Boston fan base.
Hey, you're talking to an all New York guy here. I'm Rangers, Yankees, Giants. I've been suffering for many years, man. Mm-hmm. And look, I get it. The Yankees make the playoffs every year, but that's not good enough. It's not.
No, not if you're a New York Yankee. No. No.
So we're going to have a first commercial break here. 13:35 remaining in the first. No score, so we can finally catch up on some comments here. We apologize for that. Danny D asks, why did the Bruins let Brazeau go? That might be a question for Ben.
Yeah, they were just selling off everybody last year and getting as many assets as they could. There was some question as to whether they were going to be able to re-sign him, whether he would stay, whether he would demand more than what they were wanting to pay him. Listen, he's a former Maine Mariner. He's one of our pride and joys up here in Maine. He came right out of the ECHL, and good on him, man. He's worked his tail off. He earned that opportunity. Now playing quite well in Pittsburgh. Because you see, we traded him to Minnesota. Was it Minnesota? Trade him to? I think it was. Now I can't remember. He's in Pittsburgh now anyway. Yeah, I was sad to see him go. I liked him. He had good net front presence. He was a guy that skated way better than we thought for his size. Had finish that a lot of people didn't realize. We knew it because we saw him here in Maine do it. But
yes.
Yeah, it was just he was an expiring contract, probably not going to resign, and go get something for him. And I'll be honest with what Don did at the trade deadline a year ago, despite the Marchand deal. I'll never forgive him for the Brad Marchand deal, but everything else, I mean, master class with what he did to Colorado, what he did to Toronto with Carlo. I mean, we got Mitten and draft capital for Brando, and I love Brando, but man, he's a walking concussion, and
yes, he is
been hurt all year this year. And Colorado, we get Will Zellers, and we got Middlestad, who's been okay. He was kind of the throw-in, but they did a really good job. And even with the Marchand thing, as much as I hate it, you do get a first-round draft pick out of it. But man, seeing him in that Florida sweater, you want to make a Boston Bruin fan just throw up constantly. That's the way to do it. Good on him, Sweeney. He honored Brad. He gave Brad an opportunity. Where do you want to go? I want to go win. So he did right by Brad in that case, but man, it pissed everybody else off.
Meanwhile, Goza says, if I buy the Bruins Stadium Series jersey, please take me to the hospital. Let's not do that. See, I don't want to fly overseas and take you there. Have your girlfriend take you if that's the case.
Oh, boy.
All seriousness, no, don't buy that jersey. Danelle asks, do you like the Lightning Stadium Series jersey? I liked it much better than the Bruins jersey.
Same here. No, I agree. I'm with you there. I'd buy that. If I was just a neutral fan, I'd be buying that one.
Yeah. What's up, Daniel Barry? Going on? Hope you are doing well, my friend. Danny D says Laffy has all the talent in the world, doesn't work hard enough, and doesn't want to be good enough. I think he meant be good enough. I mean, I know he works hard, but this year has just I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's like a mental thing with Lafreniere, but this year has just been like terrible, absolutely terrible. Let's see. Yep, we do have other games going on in the NHL, and we will catch you up on that in the next commercial break. Will Zellers is a great young prospect. Mm-hmm. And what are your thoughts on getting Will Zellers and Middlestat from last year?
Brilliant move. And I love Charlie Coyle. I love him. He would probably fit in better with this year's team than last year, but obviously, again, the team trading everybody they did to try to just get whatever they could after such a horrible year. But getting Zellers was awesome. Middlestad was the throw-in, and that's what we have to remember. Middlestad's been pretty good. He's been pretty good. He's been playing. I think they moved him to the wing this year, so took a little of that pressure off him from playing center. He's a better 200-foot game than I thought. When he's in the center dot, he's okay, and he has a little scoring touch. So he's not going to be a 30-goal guy, but he's all right. And I think Zellers, what we saw in that last the last international tournament with him and Hagen's both looking phenomenal. It really gives us Boston Bruin fans a lot of hope for the future.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Meanwhile, at MSG, shots are 2 apiece for each team, 11:30 remaining. First period, still no score, Rangers and the Bruins. Bruins trying to clear it out of their own zone, having some trouble. And now they finally clear it out as far as center. Gavrikov racing down for the Rangers, and he's able to clear it out as far as center.
How's Gavrikov been for you guys?
He's been worth every penny. I know he's been on a little bit of a cold streak recently, but he has been worth every penny so far. He has been tremendous.
Nice. He's a guy that was...
And the fact remains that he took a pay cut to come here. Right. He could have signed an 8-year extension with LA. Mm-hmm. Instead, he took a 7-year deal to come here. And what a save by Quick on Geeky!
Oh,
my mistake. 28 actually got the
Lindholm.
Chance, and Quick made a great save. Take a look at this replay here. Pasternak into the corner. Borgen all over him. Oh, what a glove
Beautiful pass.
save.
Oh.
Lindholm with a good chance and quick flash in the glove. Great save.
This is something we're seeing from Pastrnak a lot more the last 2 years. Is his passing ability is phenomenal. I mean, as good as a goal scorer and finisher as he is, he's been deferring actually more than Sturm wants him to. But it's passes like that make you like, whoa, how did he see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful save there. Quick looking like he was 10 years younger. I'm so surprised by him. He is surprised.
Now that Igor is hurt, Quick is starting to play like his age, unfortunately. He's 40 years old. He's not getting any younger, but he can't carry the load forever. So it's going to be him and Spencer Martin until Igor gets back. And Zibanejad shoots and a save by Korpisalo with JT Miller in front of the net. Speaking of JT Miller, talk about a guy on another hot streak here. JT Miller has 8 points in his last 5 games, 2 goals, 6 assists. And Mika Zibanejad, another guy that's been on fire recently, despite the fact that he did not look good at all on the West Coast trip for the Rangers. He had a couple of points on the trip, but in San Jose, it did not look great at all. They got swept. But JT Miller and Mika have been on a very good streak recently, as we get a face-off here to the left of Korpisalo. Cooley wins it. Noah Laba gets there. And a shot. They score right off the draw! Urho Vakanainen gives the Rangers a 1-0 lead.
It's got to be Vakanainen, does it? Former Bruin. Former Bruin. There you go.
Oh, no, actually, I think Cooley may have redeflected it. So I think they're giving it to Cooley. But Vakanainen took the initial shot, so either way, he's going to get a point. Let's take a look where Cooley was on that shot.
Oh, redirected. Yeah,
Cooley redirected it. Wow, beautiful redirection.
Yeah, nothing that Corpo can do on that. Yeah, it goes down. He's already up. He's already committed to that space. He can't get back down to get that. That's just a beautiful stick, man. Beautiful stick off that beautiful shot. And offensive zone faceoffs are so important for that reason.
Great deflection by Will Cooley, and the Rangers get that important first goal, which they have struggled to do all season long. And almost another chance right there, and Korpisalo this time comes up with a big save. Rangers putting on some offensive pressure here, Ben. Something the Bruins have got to be careful of, because when the Rangers do score first, which again has been a struggle all year for them, but when they do score first, they tend to put on a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and Boston, as we've talked about, so streaky where they can go out and beat Colorado one night and then, lose to, I mean, Buffalo's not a great example, but Buffalo smoked us the last time we played them. I know they're playing a lot better, but we go out and lose to the worst team in the league, So this is the kind of, not saying that about the Rangers, but like it's just been that kind of year. We just beat Vegas. We came back and beat Montreal the last time, or we did come back on Montreal. We were down in that game. So we beat teams like that. And I know Rangers are sitting in 8th place, but they're not a traditional 8th place team. I think we all know.
And meanwhile, a shot right there hits the post. Bruins hit the post. Oh, so close to tying this game.
Mason.
Will Cooley, his 12th, by the way, assisted by Vakanainen and Laba at 9:45. And the Rangers have a 1-0 lead, and they also have 7 shots on goal. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Ben. I apologize.
No, I was just rambling, so it's all good.
You're fine. By the way, fun stat here: Rangers are 16-5-2 when they score first. And you may think, oh, that's actually pretty impressive. It's still been a struggle. And yes, again, we see a bunch of your comments here. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We will catch up in the next commercial break, and we will also get you updates around the NHL, as we got a bit of a busy night in hockey tonight. We got a couple of games on deck right now, including the Islanders, who just took a 1-0 lead over the Flyers. JG Pageau scoring for them, so the Islanders have a 1-0 lead over the surprising Philadelphia Flyers this year. And it pains me to say that because I hate the Flyers, but I got to give them props. They've been impressive, but the Islanders have a 1-0 lead on them early.
Dirty, stinking Philly, right? But they're not, they're one of those teams, Jimmy. They're not original 6, but they kind of have that feel a little bit.
They do. They do.
Almost a chance there. But, when they're good and they're in the playoffs, it's a little bit like when Montreal's good and they're in the playoffs. It's different. It feels
100%.
as a hockey fan, it feels kind of good, right? Even though I hate them. I hate both of those teams.
Yeah, meanwhile, puck out to center here. Here comes Pastrnak moving in. Spins around, looks for an opening. Pastrnak still with it. Pass in front. Save, rebound, score! Morgan Geekie has tied the game.
I think it was Lindholm.
Actually, Lindholm, I apologize, but Elias Lindholm ties the game. Great answer for the Bruins.
Yeah, it's what we just talked about, right? Pasta's just ability to make plays happen and to distribute the puck. And they've just put this line back together. Geekie's been playing third line the last couple of weeks. Hustadinov has been up on that first line. So Sturmy moving it around a little bit, putting his top guys back together. Yeah, Geekie goes down. Yeah, gets to the bumper. Yeah, Lindholm down. Perfect. Again, tough one for Quick. I don't know what Quick's supposed to do on that one.
Yeah,
not enough net front for the Rangers.
So for Lindholm, his 10th of the season, and this game is tied at 1. Great answer by the Bruins on their 4th shot on goal as they try to move it up once again. So a 1-1 game with 7:35 to go in the first period. JT Miller takes this one away for the Rangers as they try to move up ice. Here comes Mika Zibanejad. Passes back for Perreault. Pass for Miller. Scores! Immediate answer. JT Miller. 2-1 Rangers.
Well, that didn't take long.
That did not take long. JT Miller continues his hot streak. His 9th point in 6 games. And the Rangers retake the lead. It's 2-1.
Watch this. Like, we've had a little bit of this with Boston. Seems like a little bit of confusion out there. Who to pick up defensively? A beautiful shot, but yeah, Bruins just too late closing. That's Yoki Haru not able to close in on that as he should. Gets caught a little bit. I don't think he realized he had Lindholm coming down to fill the center. And Yoki Haru in for Zadorov tonight. Zadorov. Really nasty knee injury in the last game, finished the game, left the game against Montreal, and basically told the clubhouse guys, like, if I can walk, I can play. We got to beat the Canadians and get back out there. But I'm not sure how long he's out for. I've been so busy today with my kid. I haven't seen any reports on him, but Yoki Haru,
family first, man. That's important.
Yeah, but this has been where the Bruins have struggled. It's been on situations like that where they kind of forget how to communicate defensively and who's going to pick up who. And but yeah, even if they defend that, I mean, Miller's got that kind of shot. So
yeah. So 26 seconds after Lindholm scored his 10th from Pastrnak and Geekie at 12:09, JT Miller scores and gives the Rangers a 2-1 lead and add another point for Mika Zibanejad as he'll get a secondary assist on that. Mika Zibanejad has been on a point streak that I can't even describe. And ever since the Winter Classic, he has been absolutely on fire. 2 hat tricks, another point tonight. Perreault with the primary assist on JT Miller's goal at 12:35. JT Miller's 14th of the year, and it's 2-1 Rangers.
Let's see.
6:07 to go in the
zone time.
Again, we see a bunch of your comments, people. We do sincerely apologize. We will catch up on them. The next whistle hopefully should be a commercial break. There's just been a lot of action happening. 3 quick goals by both teams combined, so just a lot of action happening here.
Yeah, 3 goals, only 12 shots combined. So yeah, pretty good offensive performances here so far.
Yeah, pretty entertaining first period, and knock on wood, no penalties as of yet.
Oh, you just did it though. Watch this.
I know I did. It's bound to happen. We all know it.
A little icing call there.
Icing against the Bruins with 5:33 to go in the first period. 2-1 Rangers lead. We got a dad joke from Mike here. Prepare for these all night too. Who's the Rangers' best teacher? Pastrnak. Gracious. Yeah, prepare for those dad jokes all night.
Oh boy,
he literally tells me these jokes every day at work. It's hilarious. I love it.
Nice.
Let's see. Who on the Bruins is great at math? Casey Middlestats. You are something else, man.
There we go.
Nikita Zadorov is day to day. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. we're lucky it's just day to day. I mean, that's lucky. That injury looked bad, and he even said he could feel kind of a pop when he went down, and that's never
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You're talking about a knee, so yeah, pretty lucky that he's just day to day.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get you updated on around the NHL. We got some other games going on besides ours. By the way, if you're just tuning in, my name is Jimmy. I'm the host of From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. And this is Ben Kennedy, the host of the main hockey report on the Hockey Podcast Network. Subscribe to both of our shows on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And leave a like and subscribe right here on the THPN YouTube channel. And hit the bell so you're notified of all live streams that we do and everything we do here on THPN. And follow us on socials as well at HockeyPodNet. Other games going on in the league right now. We got Utah and Tampa Bay taking on the Lightning. They are in first intermission, and there is no score between those two teams. We talked about Islanders and Flyers earlier. Islanders still holding on to a 1-0 lead. JG Pageau scoring his 9th of the season, which was shorthanded, by the way. His 9th of the season. That game is in first intermission. And then coming up later on tonight at around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you have Anaheim in Edmonton taking on the Oilers. So actually a bit of a lighter night than I thought in the NHL. But regardless, we do have games to update you on. And as the night goes forth, we will bring that to you. Ben, thoughts on the Maine Mariners playing Wheeling Nailers and how you like the Maine Mariners jerseys? I love them. And Jimmy, can you look it up? We have a little bit of time here. Let me try and look up the Mariners jerseys here quick.
Yeah, they're solid. You know, there's a lot of call to go back to the old Maine Mariner, the old Philadelphia Maine Mariner jersey, but you know, it's a different organization. It's a different league. I like what they've done with them. Saturday was really cool. A lot of people don't realize that the Portland, Maine, back in 2024 was voted by the Sports Business Journal.
Are these it?
I think that, yes, I can kind of see it.
Yeah. These are pretty sick.
They're
those
pretty
that
good.
Can't see it. It's got the M logo with the trident sticking out. That's
pretty
sick.
Sweet.
That's really sick. I like that.
So the city of Portland was named the best minor league city in the country by the Sports Business Journal back in 2024. So on Saturday, they had the poor equipment guys. They had the Mariners wear a different jersey for each period. First, it was the Portland Sea Dogs baseball team, Red Sox affiliate. Then it was the Maine Celtics. Then it was our soccer club, the Hearts of Pine, brand new team to the city this year. So 3 different jerseys for 3 different periods. And it was a little confusing even for us in the booth. Like, who are we watching out there? Right. But it was
literally.
It was well done. Team scored 7 goals that night, and they pulled it off well. And they, of course, put them all out to auction, and so all good. But no, Portland's a hidden little gem here. I know we have a couple Portland guys on the show here, and in terms of sports go, I mean, there was a time where the Sea Dogs weren't here, the Celtics weren't here. You know, we've gone back and forth from the AHL, the old Flyer days, the Portland Pirates. Of course, soccer is brand new here, so we've had times we've only had 1 team in town. Now we have 4, and all very vibrant, all very well-run organizations, and all the Boston affiliation. We're a 2-hour drive or 2.5-hour train ride to Boston, so it really has worked out so well for those families that don't have $200 to go, per ticket to go drop on a Bruins game. They can go to a Mariners game for, a family of 4 can probably get in for $100. So.
Or $300 for a Ranger game. Just saying.
Right. I know we complain in Boston, but it's like, you go to some of these other cities, like Vancouver is another one that's crazy expensive. So
yeah, and it seems to get more expensive every year. We did forget to mention one game that was actually postponed tonight, and that's supposed to be Kings in Columbus taking on the Blue Jackets. That game got postponed due to severe weather in Columbus, so that game got rescheduled for sometime in March. I believe March 6th. I believe that game got rescheduled too. So Columbus, stay safe out there. If you were affected by the snowstorm at all, stay safe out there. Did you see the game against Worcester Railers 2 weeks ago with the old Portland? Oh, the Pirates? Oh, okay. I didn't even see that. No, I didn't see that.
We've had a couple 2 different Portland Pirate throwback nights. The one in December I was in the booth for. I think
March
we
9th.
lost.
Thank you, Mike.
I think we lost that game. And then they just had one January 16th. I was not in the booth, but they had a kind of a special night where they had 3 different former Portland Pirate play-by-play guys come and join Mike Keeley in the box. Tom Caron from Nesson was one of them. Then I think Glenn, I think was another. who was the third? Oh, Jeff Mannix from 96.3 here locally in Portland. So they all got to call a period with Mike. And so it was a nice throwback to Pirates gear. And so the team, so Dexter Payne, the owner, does not own the rights to the Portland Pirates, as far as I know. I've asked him a bunch of times. The last time I asked him about it, he said, well, we've gone far enough down the legal road where we can do the throwback nights. So I'm like, all right, good. So no, those jerseys are phenomenal. That's what I miss. I miss those old Portland Pirate jerseys. They're in Springfield now. And thank God we've got the Mariners, but a lot of people miss the AHL, up here, because the AHL, man, it pulled out of Fredericton, New Brunswick. It pulled out of Portland. They pulled out of Manchester, New Hampshire. And it's never coming back. It's just the league has changed. For years, the Pirates were they were Anaheim for a while. They were Phoenix for a while. They were, I think, Florida for a little while. They were, of course, Washington for a good while. The LA Kings or the Anaheim Ducks don't want their AHL affiliate literally on the other side of the country. So,
yeah. Bruins spotlight here on a certain player here. Charlie McAvoy, born in Long Beach, New York, so playing in his hometown, his third season as alternate captain of the Bruins. He's got 14 points in his last 12 games, and he was named to the Team USA for the Olympics. So Charlie McAvoy having himself a pretty good season.
And who's his father-in-law?
You
know it. He's sitting on your bench, buddy.
What's that?
He's sitting on your bench. Somebody knows it out there.
Why am I having a brain fart on this right now? What the heck? It's not Mike Sullivan, is it?
It is. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
You
overthought it. You just overthought it.
Yeah, I way overthought it. I forgot. Yeah. I totally forgot about that. I was thinking of what's his face being married to his niece, Connor Sheary.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
I was kind of overthinking it a little bit. Sorry.
Every time Pittsburgh came to Boston, we would hear that narrative like 58,000 times on this. I'm like, oh, did you know that Charlie McAvoy is married to? It's like, yes, we know.
We know. The narrative is old. We get it. Okay. I don't know, man. Meanwhile, back on the ranch, 2-1 Rangers. JT Miller, the recent goal scorer. Somebody broke their stick trying to get a shot. 2:45 to go in the first. Somebody will go to the bench for some new lumber. Bruins cleared into the Rangers zone. Will Borgen tries to get there. No good. Bruins take it right back. Loose puck in the corner. Matthew Robertson, number 29, all over for the Rangers. Taken right back by Panarin as he moves up ice. Shots are 9-6 in favor of the Rangers. And a pass in front for Trocheck and a save by Korpisalo. Trocheck having a couple of good chances here tonight.
Just again, Boston a little bit sloppy getting back, not picking up that streaker down the right side. They're having some defensive coverage problems here so far.
Vakanainen plays it out for Trocheck. Here comes Brett Berard. Actually, that's Scott Morrow, I apologize. Number 60 on the Rangers. 1:50 to go. First period. 2-1 Rangers. Morrow backhands it out. Rangers to get back on side, though, is now the Bruins able to take it up ice. That's a shot by number 47. It was blocked by Gavrikov, number 44. Puck is out to center. Quick back to play it for Gavrikov. Pass up the left wing for Carrick, who deflects it in the zone. Bruins able to take it right back. That's a pass in front. Now Gavrikov looking for a deflection, and it goes high and out of play. Taylor Radish in front of the net looking for a deflection, and that just sailed way up high and out.
Yeah, the Rangers getting much better opportunities here. Many more grade A's than Boston, putting more pressure on. So, yeah, McAvoy taking out his stick. I'm getting a Nesson feed here. They just showed McAvoy. Oh, man, he's really giving it to that stick.
oh boy. Think he's pissed off?
Yeah, he's walking down the tunnel. Maybe he's hurt.
Yeah, they literally just showed it on the MSG feed, too.
He's walking back.
I don't think I've ever seen him that angry.
Oh, he's got a little temper sometimes, but
poor
guys had so many. Well, I hope he's not hurt there because, man, he's had so many injuries the last calendar year. Go back to the Four Nations face-off, and then the puck to the face he took a
Oh
couple
my
months back.
gosh.
That was
Yeah,
nasty.
that was brutal. I remember that. Ugh.
I had a hard time watching that replay. It was just gross.
Yeah, I think everybody did. Under a minute to go. First period, 2-1 Rangers. Bruins get it out as far as center. Now it's in the Rangers zone where Quick has to be careful where to play it. Puck in the corner. Here's Lafreniere. Pass up the left for Panarin. Panarin still with it. Looking. Good pass for Trocheck. Again looking for a deflection. This time by Gavrikov and a save by Korpisalo. And now a break for the Bruins and a save by Quick. 21 of the Bruins came on strong and Quick denies them. What a save. Five seconds to go. Good pass in front for Pastrnak. Tries to go for a wraparound. Now a pass for Lindholm in front. That was blocked. And that'll do it for the first period. Rangers lead 2-1. And they have 10 shots on goal. Definitely a much better start in this game than the last game in Boston. But good offensive pressure for the Rangers. Lindholm ties it. And JT Miller scores 26 seconds after. And I don't think both teams are really playing that bad. It's just like you said, Bruins being a little sloppy defensively, and pretty much that's the only thing they're doing really bad.
Yeah, and Steve's just watching the replay of his last drive there. Just not enough of a move there. Kind of ran out of some space, but Quick doing a good job of making himself look big. And Alex Steve has been a real treat this year. He's just got signed to an extension. I think he led the AHL in scoring a year ago, and just been a great fit from the Toronto system. But yeah, good on Quick and good on the Rangers. They were the more physical team. They had the more opportunities. They pushed play more and deserved to be up 2-1, I think, at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Jared is confirming that McAvoy is hurt. To what extent, we do not know. So as soon as we find out more information, we will certainly let you know. Now, before I give my thoughts on this whole Rangers retool thing, let's take a look at some other updates around the NHL. Just to confirm, we are in intermission right now. Rangers Bruins 2-1 Rangers lead. Still in first intermission in Tampa. Utah and Tampa Bay are scoreless. Islanders still hanging on to a 1-0 lead over the Flyers in Philadelphia. That ends in first intermission. And then coming up in about a half hour from now, you have Anaheim in Edmonton taking on the Oilers. Now, the Rangers retool, I mean, I kind of discussed it in a little bonus episode I did on my show, and if you haven't seen it, I would suggest you go check it out. But I'm just going to be a little bit brief here because we got a game to do, we got intermission to get to, and the works. But basically what I have to say is this. When the Rangers first sent out that letter back in 2018, when Jeff Gordon was still GM and JD was still around, I feel like that whole process, this whole like 8-year retool, I really feel like they rushed it. And when Chris Drury came along, he was given such a good roster. He really was. But he butchered it. Absolutely butchered it. This retool was rushed. And it's why they are in the current situation they are now. Yes, they had a couple of great playoff runs under Chris Drury, including the one recently where they went to the conference final against the Panthers, in which they were 2 wins away from going to the Stanley Cup final again. But other than that, the last 3 appearances in the playoffs didn't really bode so well, did they? No. So, with that being said, this retool should not be rushed. And look, if it takes a couple more years of seasons like this, so be it. I do not care. As long as I know the direction this team is going in, I do not care if we suck the next couple of years. I really don't. So don't rush this retool. Don't let Chris Drury be in charge. In fact, I think he should be fired, okay? And quite frankly, this core is not working out. It's not. As hot as Mika Zibanejad has been, as hot as Panarin has been, as hot as JT Miller has been, it's not working. It's not. We know Panarin's going to get traded. We know that. Mika Zibanejad, I said I would at least shop him, and I would keep Zibanejad, to be honest with you. And I would trade Lafreniere because, quite frankly, I've defended him for a while, Ben. And at this point,
Hmm.
I've been patient long enough.
Yeah.
I'm officially done with Lafreniere. I really am. I mean, how long do we have to wait to see 22, 23 Alexis Lafreniere again? Because that was his best year as a Ranger by far. Other than that, we have gotten nothing from him. So look, this core that you've been trying to win a cup with is dead. It's not working. Call up the young kids, let them play, stop minimizing their ice time, and give them chances. Don't rush this retool and do your damn job. Ben, your thoughts?
Well, I want to ask about your GM because if you're going into this retool as you're talking about, you're going to trade Panarin, you're going to trade other assets, perhaps. Do you want a lame duck GM making those decisions?
No.
And
No, I don't. And
Exactly.
no Ranger fan wants Chris Drury making the decisions.
I think that was a surprise in Buffalo when they made the big, what was it, the Norris trade with
Yeah.
Ottawa. And it was
Yeah.
Adams that was still the GM there. And it's like, why are you going to let him be the guy to make that deal? I mean, obviously the team is playing better now. Adams, he's gone, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. So, yeah, I mean, if you're the Rangers, you've been, like you said, I thought your narrative there was great. You know, had some success, President's Trophy mixed in there, a couple of good runs. But again, you're the Rangers. You expect to have more than that. And when you kind of rush the retool, rebuild a little bit, your window was just so short when you rush it like that. And that
Yeah, it
window
was.
was the window you probably try to extend it an extra year. Now a couple key injuries, and yeah, it's just rough, rough times. But what do you think the asking price will be for Panarin? Like, what do you think the Rangers get? Like, realistically, no contract. What is he? 11 million plus, expiring
Yeah.
deal. 34 years old. Is that right?
34, yeah.
34. So he still has some time left and still a good player. But
I mean, I think the expectation is he's kind of looking for a contract up until his age 40 year, which I don't think the
Mhm.
Rangers want to give him. And I don't blame them. I don't.
Right.
Because how good is Panarin going to be once he turns 40? Heck, he might be retired before then. We don't know that. So I don't blame the Rangers for not wanting to re-sign him until he's 40. So if that's going to be the case, then with his hot streak, his trade value is going up. Maybe
Right.
you can get a possible first round pick, a couple of twos, and maybe a player in return. You could get a pretty good haul back for him. Am I saying it's going to lead you automatically to a playoff spot? No, it's not. Clearly not this year. But in the long run, will it get you there? Bless you.
Thank you.
It could. And please don't give me the answer, Shane Wright. If that's your answer, then I want no part of it. Shane Wright, look, I like Shane Wright. I think he can play. But if you trade Panarin or Lafreniere, like a 1-for-1 trade for somebody like that, you're delusional. You need more than that. You need more than a 1-for-1 player. You need a couple of draft picks. You need assets. And you need another player that's going to solidify Panarin's absence. Nobody's going to beat Panarin. Okay? Regular season, look, you can say what you want about lack of postseason success for Panarin, but regular season-wise, you cannot deny what he has done for this team. He has been unbelievable. I know this year has been a down year, but he's been on a hot streak recently, and he's at least been trying. So, look, you could get a good haul back for him, but at this point, I don't even know what they're going to get back. I still say a first rounder, a couple of twos, and maybe a player to be named later. That's just me.
I just have a sneaking suspicion that Tampa or Florida is going to sneak in there and find a way to fit him under the cap and make a trade. I don't think they have much left for resources.
Buffalo was interested.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they would have resources, but
you seem to have your doubts.
Yeah, and I also think about the San Jose Sharks making a push, a
Yeah.
team that would have
Sharks
a lot of
would be
assets. Man, they got a lot of draft picks, a lot of capital, a lot of young players in their minor league system. But just being a Bruins fan, I've seen Florida and Tampa do this so often, where somehow they get the big gun and they somehow fit it under the cap magically. you know, so we'll see. But I hope it doesn't happen in the Atlantic Division. We got enough to worry about. So
Yes, you do. We'll have more thoughts on this after a quick commercial break from us at the end of one period of play from Madison Square Garden. The Rangers lead 2-1 over the Boston Bruins, but don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back on THPN. You're watching another THPN watch party presented by DraftKings. Sign up with code THPN. Bet just $5, get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's code THPN. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older in select states, and please play responsibly. After 20 minutes of play from Madison Square Garden, it is the New York Rangers up 2-1 over the Boston Bruins. Let's get your scoring summary here. At 9:45 of the first period, Will Cooley scored, assisted by Urho Vakanainen and Noah Lava on a great deflection by Will Cooley. Then at 12:09, Elias Lindholm tied the game with assists from David Pastrnak and Morgan Geekie. And then 26 seconds later, JT Miller scored, assisted by Perreault and Zibanejad at 12:35. And that is where we stand right now. No penalties thus far in this game. A nice clean game by both teams on the discipline side of things, and that's kind of where I wanted to get into next here before we continue our conversation here on this whole trade thing with Panarin, is that the discipline factor for the Rangers has been a struggle all year. That's why the special teams have been so on and off all year. But if you look at the Bruins special teams, I mean, they've been kind of streaky as well, but as of recently, they've gotten a lot better, especially on the power play, I feel.
yeah, they've been top 5, top 6 in the power play most of the year. I think they were sitting 4th last I knew. It all comes back to Steve Spott, the assistant coach that Sturmy brought up from Dallas. He's been just a magic weaver for this club. Something that I talked about when I had Adam Pellerin on from Nesson is that it's the zone entries, the entries from the neutral zone into the ozone, which was such a struggle last year. And I'll be honest, you go back to those great teams that the Bruins had with, Bergeron and Marshy and Lucic and all those guys. We had some years where the power play was just kind of okay. They've always seemed to struggle with entries and getting set up the last few years. This year, not only do the numbers tell you, but the eye test tells you too. They come through the zone with speed. They make that extra pass, that extra move. They're not predictable. They're not easy. And because they're coming in with speed and that lack of predictability, they're able to get set up quick, get shots. And you got David out there, you got Geeky, and you've had, pretty good success overall. It's been, again, a huge surprise. Now, we knew Steve Spott coming in, what his specialty was, but, we just look at the roster, like, who's scoring on this team this year? Like, outside of David, okay, Geeky had a good year last year. Can he do it again? There were a lot of Bruins fans that we were kind of on the fence about what was Geek's going to give you. He's been great, and you've gotten good depth scoring. Of course, Lindholm now with 10 goals, but you're getting guys like Steve stepping in. Middlestat's been all right. Pavel Zacha's been all right. Fraser Mitten. I love this kid. Toronto Maple Leaf fans, if they don't already hate the Bruins enough, they are going to hate us over the next 5 years. Mitten is going to be a top 6 center, 200-foot game all day, great defensive game. And he's young, man. He's so young. Why? How? For all you Don Sweeney haters out there, you got to give him his props on that one, because Mitten is going to be a rock star for this team for the next 10 to 12 years. And, he's solidified that third line for us from the start of the year.
Well, we have some breaking news here from Jared. I don't know where he gets this information from, but apparently the Bridgeport Islanders are officially moving to Hamilton, Ontario at the end of the season. Is that true?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Why the sudden change?
I don't know the whole story there. And, I do have a good resource for that, because our coach, Rick Kowalski, was down there last year in Bridgeport. He was the head coach, and they had just you talk about awful. It was one of the worst seasons ever. Like, it was bad. It all goes back to the Islanders minor league system just being pretty weak, up until, now. So I don't know though if it's a financial thing, if it's an arena thing. I don't know, but Hamilton will be just fine with them. I mean, that's a great hockey market right outside of Toronto, but I'll have to ask Coach Kowalski about that if he has any insights where he spent a couple of years there, but I'm not close enough to it to really know. But it's been rumored for months that was going to happen. And then the other move you have is the ECHL team from Utah is actually going to be landing there in Trenton, New Jersey. Coming
the Iron Hawks. I'm excited.
Yeah. That'll be good. Utah, obviously they get the NHL club, so hard to sell ECHL tickets when you got the Mammoth right around the corner from you. So it makes perfect sense there. But too bad for Bridgeport. And it's another New England AHL city losing a team, and too bad for that city. But I don't know the story as to why it's happening.
That's very interesting. But hey, good move for Hamilton. Ontario gets another hockey club, so best of luck to them. Scoring update. Islanders, speaking of the Islanders, they now have a 2-0 lead over the Flyers. Matt Barzal scoring his 12th of the season, and the Islanders have a 2-0 lead with 12:40 remaining in the second period in Philly. Real quick before we get to the start of the second period here, what do you think Panarin's trade value is? We were talking a little bit about the retool and Panarin getting traded and all this other stuff. What do you think the value for Panarin is?
So I'll go back to when Marchand was being talked about as a potential trade target, and now, of course, he was hurt when we traded him. He's a little bit older than Panarin, and Panarin's probably a better goal scorer overall. I think we can all admit to that. He's far better goal scorer. We got a first-round pick for a beat-up Brad Marchand that nobody really knew what he had left. So, you're a couple years younger, better goal scorer, more time left. I would say, a first and a second, and then a player. Either a young guy or a minor league, an AHL guy that has some promise. I mean, something like that. The key for the Rangers is get into a bidding war. Get 2-3 teams into it. Get San Jose involved. If Seattle's looking for a big time goal scorer, get them involved. Get Tampa and Florida. They hate each other. Get them fighting over it. Dallas could add. I mean, I don't think Vegas can do anymore, but they're another team that always surprises us. How do they fit things under the cap? What magic happens there in Vegas, right? Get a few teams in, man, because I know he's a little bit older, but I'd love to see him in Boston. I don't think it happens.
Please don't.
We could use a guy like that, a veteran guy, another
You
goal
could,
scorer.
but do I want to see it? No.
And I mean, it's not going to happen in Boston because Panarin's not going to re-sign.
Right.
I don't think he would re-sign with us. Second of all, Boston, as much as they could be a playoff team this year, they're not going all in this year. Like it's one of those years where if we make the playoffs, great, awesome. But we're not trading futures. We're not trading big time assets to go all in this year because let's be honest, even if we went around in the playoffs, we're not a Stanley Cup team this year. We're not.
No,
it's fine. It's okay. So Panarin won't be a guy that you'll see in a Bruins spoke to be. But yeah, I would say a first and a second and a player, or maybe 2 firsts and a player. I think something along those lines. He's a good player. He's a great goal scorer. And he's probably another guy he's had a good year, but he could probably use a change, of scenery at this point too.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool. You got that, by the way, Goes. I like that a lot. Jared sent the official statement that Bridgeport Islanders are expected to relocate to Hamilton, Ontario for the 26-27 season. Multiple reports indicate a near finalized deal to move the team to the renovated TD Coliseum. The move follows
No
low
attendance.
attendance in Connecticut and potential contractual
Mm.
issues with it. Yeah, okay, yep. That's
Yeah,
just what we were talking about earlier. That makes more sense. Okay. By the way,
venue,
underway in the second period, 2-1 Rangers. But go ahead, Ben. Build off that.
no, venue issues always haunt these minor league cities, man. When a team moves out, it's usually the venue.
Yeah.
We look at Manchester, New Hampshire, another northern New England city here that has had the AHL over the course of time, and Manchester Monarchs forever. Almost there.
Yes,
They don't.
I was
They
gonna
don't.
say.
They don't have an ECHL team. We would love to see Manchester have an ECHL team, but the arena, the owners of the arena, they'll tell you we make more out of concerts, out of shows, out of events.
Yeah.
We don't want a home team taking up those dates. And New Hampshire is a state and a city that would, a lot like Maine, they would support hockey all day, every day. I think it'd be
Oh
great.
yeah, absolutely. Just underway, second period. Rangers lead 2-1. Will Cooley and JT Miller the goal scorers for the Rangers. Lindholm the goal scorer for the Bruins. As Bruins go back in their own zone to play it. Pass up the middle for Pastrnak. Has that taken away momentarily, but he's able to get it right back and get it out of harm's way. Pasternak's got it back. Almost taken away by Zibanejad. And the Bruins able to take it right back. Good job by Perreault momentarily. All over number... Who's 93 on Boston? I don't think I've seen him recently.
That's Mitten, Fraser Mitten.
Oh, that's Mitten. Okay,
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Icing called here against the Rangers here. Just underway, second period. What do you want to see more of here from the Bruins here in the second period, Ben?
A little bit more urgency, I would say. I'd say, first of all, before that, just clean up your defensive structure a little bit. Especially in transition, communicate better. The right player go into the right offensive guy for the Rangers. Just cover that up a little bit. You're leaving Corpo a little bit out to dry. He gave up 2 goals, but he actually had a bunch of other saves in there. Clean that up a little bit more urgency offensively. Got a few shots and you've had quick moving a little bit, and you did get the good answer. Big key right now, though, and something I don't have the volume on my Nesson feed, but Brick always talks about this, is extending the lead. For the Rangers, I think that's so important right now. You're up 2-1. Try to find a way to extend the lead, because the next goal is obviously the 2-1 game is big.
Yeah. Well, as we know in the NHL, no lead is safe.
No.
We shall see what happens here, as now McAvoy plays it up the middle for the Bruins. Quick, able to get it out.
We were up 4-0 on Vegas back on Thursday. I'm watching. I have a tenant here in my house, and he and I were watching together. And 4-0 after 2, and he's like, "Well, I'm going to bed. This probably won't be interesting." I'm like, "Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. This is my Boston Bruins we're talking about."
Yeah,
then,
about that.
Eichel gets one early, and we just sat back and tried to play defense for 20 minutes. And I mean, the whole time I'm just sitting there like, you can't play defense against Vegas for 20 minutes. You got it. And it came right down to a couple of saves late. We won 4-3, but I mean, blood pressure city.
Literally.
Oh boy.
This proves you got to be careful, because even the bad teams can somehow find a way to come back and be pesky.
For sure.
I'm not that Vegas is a bad team. They're not. I'm just saying, even the worst teams in the league can be very, very aggressive and pesky, and they can beat you. They can.
So speaking of Vegas, I'm curious your thoughts on Mitch Marner, the Toronto departure. I have my opinions that I've put on my own podcast. But
I thought it was a very emotional return for Mitch Marner. When they showed the video tribute, I thought it was very nice, well-deserved ovation. I know it was a couple of mixed feelings with him. Say what you want about him, like off the ice, but on the ice, I thought Mitch Marner's a pretty good player.
Yeah, I did some numbers on this because I have a bunch of Toronto people that I'm friends with, and of course, being a Blue Jays fan, I have a lot of those guys that.
May want to hold off on that on one sec, Ben. I apologize, as we got some action going on here in front of Quick's net. As JT Miller looks to clear it out, taken away. Here's Pastrnak, save, rebound, score! McAvoy ties the game at 2.
Ooh. Beauty. Beauty. Not making father-in-law very happy, but that's all right.
Oh, wait, was that Lindholm again, actually?
Are they giving it to Lindy?
I think so.
Did he
Let's
tip it?
see. I
Let's
saw
see.
McAvoy was in front.
He
Well,
was,
JT
but
Miller with a turnover, first and foremost. That's obviously not a good sign. Yeah, clear turnover by
it
Miller.
was Lindy. You're right.
Yeah, Lindholm
Yep,
again.
it was
Wow, a
Lindholm.
turnaround shot. So Lindholm's second of the game. And this game is tied.
Yeah, you can't turn the puck over there if you're JT Miller. You got to be cleaner with the puck. And, you got Pasta and Lindholm and McAvoy out there. You can't turn it over with those guys out there.
Well, a costly turnover looms large for the Rangers as Elias Lindholm scores his second. And this game is tied at 2. And during the next commercial break, we do have some breaking trade news for the Rangers as Rempe moves in and shoots on a save by Korpisalo. Oh, Matt Rempe coming close to giving the Rangers a lead again. So yeah, next commercial break, we actually have some breaking news as far as a trade is concerned for the Rangers. And rumors going around all morning about a trade, and it looks like it is close to being official, but we will get to that during the next whistle, and now we do. And it looks like the trade is official as Carson Soucy has been traded to the New York Islanders for a 2026 third-round pick. Interesting. Okay. All right. So, look, Carson Soucy, he was a good Ranger. I'm not going to say, like, overall great, but, for a 2026 third-round pick, I don't think that's a bad deal at all.
No, he wasn't playing tonight anyway, right?
No, I think they kept him out of the lineup for that reason because they knew he was going to get traded.
Yeah, with 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points, 46 games. Just looking him up now. Yeah, expiring contract. You get a third-round pick for him.
Yeah.
And I don't have to buy a plane ticket. Just give him a nice cab ride over across town, and you're good, right?
And the ironic thing is the Rangers play the Islanders on a Wednesday and Thursday, so awkward.
There we go. Awkward.
Just a little bit, but no. Look, Carson Soucy, I have no ill will towards him. Knowing a former Ranger, he'll probably score against them this next couple of days because that's what they have tendency to do. But no, all seriousness, I do wish Carson Soucy well. And hopefully he has success with an Islander team who's also been very surprising and is going to make the playoffs this year.
For sure. I think so. I mean, they're going to have to really fall off if they don't.
Oh, and there we go. We have our first penalty of the game. And looks like this is against Boston. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
so the Rangers will have the first power play of the game. Let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah. Looks like a hold on Jokiharju. So Panarin draws the penalty. So the Rangers get the first power play of the game. Jokiharju for holding. We talked about the discipline factor here, and there's the first penalty of the night, Ben.
Yeah, I could have called the interference on that as well. I think he kind of held on to him a little bit there. Maybe a call that, he's probably looking at like, I didn't hold him that much, but, have you ever met a hockey player that actually admits to ever having a penalty? Like they all get screwed, that.
True. No, you're right. I can't hold that against you.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? Seahawks 38, Patriots 17. I have tendency to agree with that, but again, I don't know my official pick yet. Maybe I'll have an answer for you at the end of the stream, but we'll see.
I hope not.
Well, you hope not.
I'll make for a very sad Ben.
By the way, speaking of the special teams, Bruins have allowed a power play goal in 4 of their last 5 games, so their penalty kill has been a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, despite all the winning, that has been a little issue here lately. We've been kind of middle of the pack on the PK, and of course, Noah Zadorov out there tonight. He's a huge PK guy for us, big body, so
huge.
And
go ahead, Ben. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. No, I was just gonna say Jokiharju in the box for him tonight, because he was part of that, I think, that first goal, or was it the Miller goal that went in where there was a missed assignment. So Jokiharju kind of on the struggle bus tonight.
Yeah, a little bit. A minute to go on the Rangers power play, first of the night. 2-2 game here at Madison Square Garden. Zibanejad moves up. Now Trocheck lost control, tries to feed Zibanejad. JT Miller back for Panarin, and now we got another penalty. This one's on the Rangers, a high stick, so there goes the power play. So now we'll get 4-on-4 for 49 seconds.
Get that ketchup packet going there, Pete. Come on.
Well, looks like Zibanejad's going off, and he's not happy. Let's see.
Let's see what it looks like.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a clear high stick. I don't know what Zibanejad's arguing about.
Yeah, got to keep your stick on the ice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's...
Oh, unless he's saying like there was like a follow through that I guess he's arguing that his stick got lifted and that it caused him to hit the player, but I didn't that didn't really look like anything.
And you have seen that reversed, where you go back and look at it, and if a Bruins player lifted Zibanejad's stick up,
I'd
have to see it again though. I didn't see it there, but
well now I think they are taking a look at it.
Take a look at it. Yeah, let's take a peek. Oh, he's bleeding too. So this is going to be 4 minutes if it's a penalty.
It might be a double minor. But they are looking at it.
If this is a penalty,
arguing the follow through. I don't know what the argument is here. I'm a little confused.
I think the only thing is if his stick gets lifted by who was it, Aspero there.
Yeah, but looking at the replay, it didn't even look like it was lifted.
No. And I don't even think you can argue follow through there. You've seen plays where follow through is absolutely a thing, but no, I think this is clearly a penalty.
This is definitely going to be more than 2 minutes. We can't agree with that because there was blood. The question is it going to be a double minor or major? And is Zibanejad going to go off to the locker room? Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear the official call.
I don't think it's a major because they're taking.
Wow, they reversed it. No penalty. I'm shocked. They called no penalty on Mika Zibanejad. I'm really surprised. So I guess his argument was valid about the follow through. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, a follow through on a shot, perhaps, but on a pass, I know it's still followed, but I don't. Yeah. That's a tough one.
So after all that,
there we go.
He was bleeding, but I guess Zibanejad's argument worked. Whatever it was, I'm still confused. But the Rangers are given a gift, no penalty called, and there's still a power play with 49 seconds. So now, if you're the Rangers, you have to take advantage of this gift you've been given.
Well, yeah, because if that's a penalty in your ozone on a power play, that's just a big no-no, right? That's
9 times out of 10. So I don't know what the argument was.
Yeah, that's weird. But we play on. Oh, now what do we get? Is this a little makeup call?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's
the
not.
Bruins.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
It's gone from back
So after all that
here.
confusion with Mika Zibanejad, now McAvoy goes to the box, and the Rangers have a 5-on-3 for 37 seconds. What is happening?
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
All right.
Wow.
What's the swearing threshold on your podcast, Jimmy?
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a hold. That's
it's a hold. That's undisciplined play there by McAvoy. You got to be better there.
Well, we were talking about the discipline factor. I think we might have jinxed the discipline factor a little bit.
Yeah. This is where the Bruins get in trouble, though. We've had a few of these where we've been on 5-on-3s this year. We had a stretch of it, we had 3 out of 5 or 6 games, something like that, where we ended up on a 5-on-3. It's just taking too many stick infraction penalties.
Yeah.
That has been a problem for Boston really all year is when they get into penalty problems. I think we are still the most heavily penalized team, but let's see the call here.
Yeah, so a 5-on-3 for 20 more seconds for the Rangers, and then it'll be a 5-on-4. It'll be their second power play of the night after this one is over. So after all that confusion with Mika Zibanejad, Bruins take 2 penalties, and now Rangers have been given a gift. Here comes Panarin moving in. Oh, what a glove save by Korpisalo. He robbed Panarin dead to rights. Save of the night so far for Korpisalo.
And that's huge because you still have 3 seconds left. So if you score there, you still have the other power play.
Yeah, you do.
If the Bruins can avoid disaster here, it's going to be a big, big get for the Bees. And
unreal, man. Just
Mm.
unreal. This is why hockey is such a magical and unpredictable sport, in the words of my friend Neil, who
Yeah.
hosts Devil State of Mind. You just never know what's going to happen, really. So the 5-on-3 ends. Rangers 0 for 1 on the power play. Now a rebound chance by Panarin. He missed off the side of the net. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
How
I was there.
do you miss that? Oh,
Plenty in that. He just couldn't elevate it.
yikes. Oh, Panarin. Ouch.
Yeah, Corpo was down. You had that top side of the net wide open.
A minute to go on the 5-on-4. 12:45 to go. Second period. Game tied 2-2. Shots are 15-13 in favor of the Rangers as they try to move up, and the Bruins take it and clear out to center at the most. Gavrikov out to center. Beats for Zibanejad. Zibanejad cutting wide on Aspro. Now Lindholm takes it away for the Bruins, and they're able to clear it out again. And the Ranger fans, boos raining down from the crowd as Rangers unable to get anything going on this gift that they have been given. But that's been typical all year long. Like, whenever they do get gifts like this, they just can't finish.
And it's a momentum killer. It's just such
Yeah,
a
it
momentum
is.
killer when you can take advantage of it, or if PK like Boston's right now gets the job done. It's tough.
So Rangers unable to take advantage of the 5-on-3. Excellent penalty killing by the Bruins. Rangers 0 for 2 on the power play as Laba moves up. Cooley now in the corner. Now Lafreniere, pressured by Lindholm. Bruins take it out. Pastrnak, outlet pass. And now it's dumped in the zone. Morgan Geekie goes after it. 11:20 to go in the second period. 2-2 game. Lafreniere tries to clear it out. Kept in by the Bruins. Here comes Pastrnak. He feeds Geekie. Geekie with a shot. Score! Tell me that was deflected in by Lindholm. No, it wasn't. They're giving it to Geekie. I was about to say.
Oh, man. What a turn of events. Oh, there's one Bruins fan.
And that's point number 900 from Morgan Geekie.
Wow.
And the Bruins take a 3-2 lead. Congratulations on a big milestone for Geekie.
A beautiful shot here. Does this get deflected at all? Nope, it does not. No, that goes right in. Quickie just kind of doesn't see it. Yeah, Quick doesn't see it.
No chance for Quick.
No. Oof.
Unreal. Yeah. So,
I mean, you go from the power play to the. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. You're good, Ben. I apologize.
No, just a turn of events here. You got the power play for the Rangers, then the Zibanejad call, non-call, then a 5-on-3, and the Bruins able to kill that off, leading to that goal. I mean, that's what you call a momentum swing right there. Crazy.
So the Rangers' home struggles continue as they give up 2 unanswered goals, and the Bruins now lead 3-2.
What is up with that? Why are they so bad at MSG?
If I had a clear answer, I wish I knew. I really wish.
You'd be having a job with the Rangers.
This has been one of the most frustrating and bizarre seasons I've ever seen from this team. Yeah. It really has. So 900th point for Morgan Geekie is 29th of the year, and it's 3-2 Bruins. And really what has been a big momentum swing. You said you wanted to see more from the defensive side of the puck, and now so far they've taken the lead. And Ben, you got to like what you're seeing here.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. They put more pressure on. They've generated more shots. They're obviously killing off the big 5-on-3. There's a big deal. And they've just stuck to it here. I just want to pull up the box score now on shots. What are we up to here? It's 15 for the Rangers and 14 for us. So yeah, we've kind of gone a little bit back and forth there on the shots on goal. But yeah, no, a little bit more urgency, a little bit more energy, and of course, specialty teams playing a big part so far of this second period.
Yeah, absolutely. Jared has more on the move for the Bridgeport Islanders. The mayor expressed concern over the potential loss, calling it a possible betrayal to the community. And the move would end a 25-year, 2-decade history of AHL hockey in Bridgeport. I think that's a real shame, but Hamilton's getting a good team, though.
Well, yeah, and I think they're, for an Islanders, franchise that's, starting to redevelop a little bit, getting their minor league system back up, they could be more competitive down the road. We'll see. Of course, it's the Worcester Railers, who was the ECHL Islanders affiliate. So they had a nice little connectivity there with Worcester to Bridgeport up to the island.
Yeah.
Hamilton's not that far away, I suppose. But you saw this coming for a while. But it's tough. But it's, again, another AHL team pulling out of New England. It's too bad.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. We got more dad jokes. The electrician played hockey. He did an outlet pass. Oh, I'm kidding. Football players couldn't do well. He felt the pressure. Oh, my goodness. That certainly lifted my spirits. But now, Rangers have some lifting to do. Now, they led 2-1. Now they trail 3-2 after not capitalizing on the 5-on-3 gift after the no penalty call on Mika Zibanejad. And Bruins take advantage of the penalty kill, and they're up 3-2 as Vakanainen keeps it in the Bruins zone. Matt Rempe tries to get there. Loose stick on the ice. Bruins trying to clear out of the zone. And now we got a delayed penalty call. Another penalty. This one against the Rangers as Korpisalo goes off for the extra attacker. And Ranger fans getting frustrated per usual as the struggles continue. Delayed penalty. Hampus Lindholm now. Now Pastrnak. Hampus Lindholm, number 27. Elias Lindholm, number 28. I should clarify there. So Rangers touch up. And who's this penalty on here? And looks like it's on Matt Rempe. Let's see. That's a holding penalty on Rempe.
See, okay. It's the second effort there.
Yeah.
The first part of that, I'm like, if they called that, but no, he went back after he dropped his stick.
Yeah,
That's when he went for the grab. That's where they got him.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do that there, you're fine. But clear penalty.
So the Bruins officially get their first power play of the night.
Only took a couple bloody lips.
Shoots off the post. Oh, Pastrnak coming close to giving the Bruins a 4-2 lead.
So many posts this year. So many posts.
Here comes Ginky. This time, quick. Makes a glove save.
Oh. Kind of got him moving the other way, too. Wow. This is what the Bees power play has been. They've been active. They've been, moving the puck quickly, really well connected. This is what we've seen all year out of this PP. So it's been a bright spot for this team.
Yeah, it really has. I think last I checked, their power play was third in the league right now?
Yeah, they might have moved up after the last couple of games. I think they were fourth last I had checked in on it, but
yeah. McAvoy keeps in the zone for Boston. 1:30 to go on the power play as that shot saved by Quick. 9:15 remaining in the second. Bruins lead 3-2. Here comes Pastrnak, looking for a deflection and a save by Quick there. Pastrnak gets it back. Rangers trying to pressure and get it out. They turn it over, and the Rangers clear.
Yeah, you have another big minute here for the Rangers. You've given up the lead. You couldn't take advantage of the power play. You cannot give up another one here if you're New York.
Yeah. Matthew Robertson trying to take it away out of the zone. Puck being pinned along the boards. And now it's freed by the Rangers. And they try to move up shorthanded. Here comes Noah Laba. Now Gavrikov. Gavrikov trying to pass for Laba. And that's deflected up high and out of play. 8:32 to go in the second. New location teams moving to Hamilton, playing in the renovated TD Coliseum. Yep, poor attendance. Yep, we had gotten that info earlier on that. Meanwhile, here, 3-2 Bruins. In case you're just joining us, my name is Jimmy. I'm the host of From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast on Hockey Podcast Network, alongside Ben Kennedy, the host of the main Hockey Report on the Hockey Podcast Network. Follow our shows on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. And follow me on social media at BlueSeats94 on X and Instagram. And Ben, where can they follow you on social media?
Yeah, all the regular places. I'm on Instagram, on Facebook, on X. You can look me up, the Main Hockey Report. I think on X, my handle is at Puck's Pine Tree. I did change the name of my podcast. It used to be an algorithmic or phonetic horror show. Pucks from the Pine Tree Pod is what it used to be called. I changed it. But so my handle on X is, I think, Puck's Pine Tree. But just look up the Main Hockey Report on all those socials. You'll find me, no doubt. You'll find more of me than you want to follow. So
fair enough. Power play is over. Good penalty kill by the Rangers. Rangers have 5 shots on goal in this second period. Bruins have 9.
Yeah, the Bees have picked it up. Even with that 5-on-3 they have to kill, they've generated more shots for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Shots are now 17-15 in favor of the Bruins. And now another delayed penalty call, this time against the Bruins. So both teams' discipline factor falling off the rails here as the Bruins, Rangers were offside there. But penalty call. And looks like this is on number 84. Who's 84 on Boston?
Tanner Jeannot.
He's going off the box. For what I do not know, I did not see the penalty. But I guess we'll find out after a commercial break with 8 minutes remaining in the second period. Bruins lead 3-2. Let's see. Oh, may have been a little bit of a hook there.
A little bit of a hook.
So Rangers will get their third power play of the night. They are 0 for 2 after the commercial break.
Yeah, Tanner Jeannot, a guy that the Bruins picked up from LA this year. The contract really caught a lot of people off guard, in terms of what they signed him for. 5-year deal, $3.4 million per season for a guy who, had that one really good year in Nashville. And, the argument that a lot of Bruins fans made was that we already have that guy. We already have that big physical guy that doesn't score. Like we have Mark Castle, like we have Zadorov. We have those kind of guys. But, I think Sweeney, part of it, couldn't help himself. Like he wants to get back to the big bad Bruins and be good at something, be good at being physical. And he certainly brings that. And he's been fine. I think Jeannot's been fine. I don't think there was any reason for 5 years on that contract. But, with the cap going up, the cap hit's not going to be bad, but just don't expect him to be a 25, 30 goal guy ever again. He's not that player.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Scoring updates from the NHL. Tampa Bay has struck first against Utah. In second intermission, they have a 1-0 lead. Darren Radish, the brother of Taylor Radish, scoring his 14th of the year on the power play. So Tampa Bay has a 1-0 lead. And the Islanders have made it 3-0 over the Flyers in second intermission. Tony DeAngelo, former Ranger, scoring on the power play, his 4th of the year. And it's 3-0 Islanders, and Ducks and Oilers have just gotten underway.
I want to see the Ducks make the playoffs this year so bad.
Oh my God. I would love to see the Ducks do something for once. Despite the fact that Kreider and Trouba are there, I would love to see them make the playoffs again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got your old Ranger guys out there for sure.
Yeah, Ryan Strome was there too. And Frank Vetrano's there.
Yeah, well, Frankie V's a former Bruin as well. He played a little bit for Boston way back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, it's Pasta that has 900. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's Pasternak that's got 900 points. Thank you for that correction, Derek.
It is. I should have corrected you on that.
That's okay.
I knew it wasn't geeky. I was like, oh, I missed a lot of marking geeky, I guess.
That's okay.
And definitely Pasta.
That was a major mistake on my part, so that's my fault. Rangers' third power play of the night. They're
no stick for Corrali.
And Zibanejad fires and a save by Korpisalo, kept in momentarily, and now it's out of the zone. But again, thank you both for that correction. Hey, better late than never. Had I gone on without that correction, I would have made a fool out of myself. But anyway, a minute to go in the Rangers power play. Oh, wonderful pass for Zibanejad and a save by Korpisalo. Zibanejad looking for another goal. He wants it. He has been red hot lately.
Corpo well positioned there, makes himself look nice and big. Doesn't let anything sneaky get by him. Not a lot of traffic in front of him, so got a nice look at that one.
Just a great shot by Zibanejad.
Yeah, definitely a bullet.
A minute 13 to go in the Rangers power play. Shots are 17-16 in favor of Boston. 6:25 to go in the second period. And false start on the faceoff, so JT Miller gets kicked out. Trocheck replaces him. And the Bruins win the draw as JT Miller is able to take it right back. And Rangers keep in. Good play by JT Miller. Here's Zibanejad now. Back for him. Now for JT Miller out in front for Trocheck getting a clean shot. Here comes Zibanejad. Now Miller. Back for Zibanejad. Lost control. Now Gavrikov shoots wide. And Lindholm takes it. Not out. Good pressure by the Rangers here on this power play. Trocheck. Panarin. Back for Trocheck in front. Save Korpisalo as Trocheck gets another chance. Falls down. And the Bruins clear.
He's getting a little lucky there. Kind of got caught out there a little bit tired, but Corpo making the saves.
Well, this power play certainly looking a lot better.
A lot
For
sharper.
the Rangers. And now looking for Lava with a deflection and a save by Korpisalo. Got a piece. 15 seconds to go on the power play for the Rangers. Cooley, pass in front, save! Korpisalo.
Wow.
Korpisalo standing tall for Boston here on this penalty kill. Power play is over. My goodness. That Ranger power play looked excellent, but Korpisalo, hats off. Excellent job on the penalty kill there.
Yeah, he's been good lately. Like we talked about in the pregame, he has just been solid, you know. And it's great to see because the Bruins have quite a goalie conundrum in the minor leagues right now. And there was a lot of talk that Corpo would maybe lose his job to DiPietro from Providence, but playing like an NHL 1A guy right now. He's been awesome.
Yeah. Robertson moves it up for Rempe. Lost control. Rangers have to regroup in center. And now they're on side. Here comes Taylor Radish. Gets it off the boards for Sam Carrick. Back for Radish behind the net. Carrick down to the point. Now Schneider moves in and shoots, looking for a deflection from Rempe and a save by Korpisalo. Rempe's got it back. 4:10 to go. Second period. 3-2 Bruins. Radish behind the net. Looking for an opening. Behind the net for Rempe. Now Carrick. Lost control. Gets it back. Carrick moves it up for Robertson. That shot blocked in front. Bruins able to take it out. Here comes Pastrnak. Pastrnak still with it. Pass for Geekie. Can't get a clean shot. It was actually blocked by Schneider. Good play. 3:40 to go in the second period. 3-2 Bruins. Middlestat moves in the Rangers zone. Will Borgen takes it back for the Rangers. Now Carrick. Up the wing for Miller. Miller moves behind the net, under pressure, gets it back. Miller still with it. Good patience. Pass for Vakanainen, a shot deflected and a save. Korpisalo. Zaka came to help out the goalie, and JT Miller with a good chance in front of the net. And Korpisalo standing tall once again. 3:12 to go. Second period, 3-2 Bruins.
Yeah, Rangers are pushing here, man. They're trying to get this thing tied back up. They're putting a little pressure on the Bees. Like you said, a much better power play on that last opportunity. Couple of good saves there by Corpo to keep it 3-2. So
we have some NHL news courtesy of Jared, keeping us up to date. Keep us on
all
our
right,
toes.
Jared. Thank you.
You're the MVP of the night, Jared. We appreciate that. First in Vancouver, Brock Besser and Briam, sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, are on IR.
Bullion.
Thank you for that. And who do we have here? Jonathan Lekaramaki, again, sorry for the mispronunciation, and Victor Mancini were recalled from the minor leagues. So news there in Vancouver. Meanwhile, in Carolina, bad news there as Kochetkov is done for the season. He is getting season-ending surgery. So bad goaltending news there for Carolina. Wish nothing but the best for Kochetkov. And in Pittsburgh, Brian Russ is having a hearing scheduled for an illegal check to the head, which I did not see actually. So very interesting.
All right.
Who was it against?
I don't
What
know.
player takes people everywhere? Kaprikov. Oh my!
Nice.
What a game so far! Yeah, definitely
That's been a good one.
Very entertaining game. Definitely a lot more closer than the last time these two played. Again, I'm choosing not to relive that, but I have to.
Yeah,
but definitely a lot more competitive. Which hockey leaves you confused when he dazzles you? Gordy Hat. Oh. That's such a bad joke, Ghost. That's such a bad joke, man. Come on.
We had a
actually, before you continue, Ben, I apologize. We have a trivia question for the night, courtesy of MSG. Which two legendary Rangers recorded multiple 90-point seasons between 1991 and 2004? Good question. So two Rangers who recorded multiple 90-point seasons between 91 and 2004.
Would they both have been on the team?
Comments, by the way.
Good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Interesting. But continue with what you were going to say.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we had a Gordie Howe hat trick this weekend here in Maine. Jacob Hudson, one of our forwards, had it all in one period.
Oh, okay.
It was a crazy period for him. It was quite awesome. I think it was a Saturday night game. He had the fight, had the assist, had a goal, and we were having fun with that in the booth for sure.
It was against the Canucks. Oh, he hit Brock Besser. Okay.
So that's the connectivity with the Besser injury. Yep. That's tough for Vancouver because I think Besser is one of those guys could be on the block, right? So
yeah, I think so.
He's one that I can see in Boston because they've talked about Besser in the past. There's some chatter a couple of years ago.
Would be a good fit on Boston.
He would.
Goza guessing Mark Messier and Brian Leach to the trivia question. That's a good guess.
I was thinking Messier. That was one I had, but
Messier's got to be one of them.
He's got to be. And yeah, Leach had a lot of good years, obviously.
It was an elbow to the head. Oh,
yeah, it's gonna get some.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not good. That's tough for Pittsburgh because Rust has been really good this year.
Yeah, he has. Red Wings, Edmondson is out with a lower body injury. Oof, not good. A lot of injuries piling up here.
Yeah. Well, the condensed schedule, trying to get in before the Olympics. You knew we were going to have some of this.
Well, that's the good thing about the Olympics is that the players who aren't in are going to get rest if they're hurt. Like Shesty's not in, Fox is not in.
Right.
Which is a crime if you ask me, but at least Fox will get some rest to heal his injury. Same with Shesterkin. Yeah. But regardless, I mean, that's kind of the good thing about these Olympic breaks. I'm excited for the Olympics, by the way.
Me too. Me too.
All the way, baby. But look, it's good for these players who aren't in. They get the extra rest, and you hope that by the time Fox and Shesterkin get back for the Rangers, that they are healthy again. But will it be too late for them to be in the playoffs? And my answer is yes.
That's going to be the problem. It's not that they come back and they don't make a difference because they certainly will. But to your point, will it be too late? Will you have traded off too many other assets at that point? And I mean, the East in general is just so tight right now. I mean, throw a dart. And one day you're in the playoffs. The next day you're in 7th place in your division. I mean, it's been one of those years. So,
yeah.
And I got to look at the standings right now myself because the team I wanted to ask you about. Let me go back and look.
While you're looking that up, 1:29 to go, second period. Bruins lead 3-2. Rangers lead in shots 18-17 as the Rangers got the draw taken away from them as number 26 able to get it out. And Brennan Othman, number 78, looks to clear it out of the zone. Will Cooley battling for it. Vakanainen there. Puck behind Quick's net. And now it's being pinned along the boards. Vakanainen leaves it out for Cooley. Cooley racing in. 1 minute to go. Second period. 3-2. Bruins lead. Bruins with 2 unanswered goals here in the second period after the Rangers led 2-1. Lindholm with 2 goals, and Geeky with the goal that gave the Bruins the lead. JT Miller and Will Cooley, the goal scorers for the Rangers. Lafreniere feeds Trocheck under some pressure, 35 seconds to go. Lindholm, Elias Lindholm, number 28, now Hampus Lindholm, has the puck, and it's out to center. Pasternak tries to get there. Good job by the Rangers to get it away. And whistle is blown offside against the Rangers with 22 seconds to go.
Yeah, much better period for Boston, much more offensive urgency. And yeah, obviously all the penalty problems for both teams after a really clean first period. Kind of night and day difference there for sure.
Yeah. I saw Milan Lucic play against my local hockey team in England, and I gave him some chirps. Don't know if he heard them. You would.
That's awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, his story was a sad one here at the end. It's
yeah, it was.
And I think for the, 7.
Oh, my goodness. Clock runs out on the second period. Bruins lead 3-2, but I'll tell you what, Ben, I already like this game a lot better than the last one.
I would hope so.
This one is at least a lot more competitive. Both teams, you want to clean up the discipline factor a little bit, but especially the surprising thing to me was, again, the no penalty on Zibanejad. A lot of confusion there. Rangers were given a gift, couldn't take advantage of it. Bruins proceed to score 2 unanswered goals. So you like what you see from the Bruins, but from a Rangers standpoint, they got a little bit too complacent there in the second period, so you want to see them go out and be a little bit more aggressive in the third period here.
They did get a little complacent, definitely on that 5-on-3. They should have been peppering more shots in there. I think you did see them wake up on their next power play opportunity, so I'm sure that message will be, brought to their attention by out there for the Rangers. I think for Boston, you just want to continue to do what you're doing. Yes, clean up your penalties, avoid those stick infractions that haunt you and have haunted you all year. But keep doing what you're doing. You are playing, I'm going to say this, I know I'm on a Rangers channel, but a little bit of a fragile team that is in 8th place, hasn't played well at home, and they're probably in the locker room right now, in the dressing room right now saying, kind of rolling their eyes like, really, again? We're going to do this again? So, if you're Boston...
It's been like that all year, man.
Come out the first 5 minutes and get another goal, extend the lead, as I know Brick is saying on Nesson right now. Extend it. I don't have my volume on, so I'm not hearing any of the Nesson feed. I just getting the picture. So I've watched enough Bruins games to know what everybody's probably saying, though. So. But
you probably have a point.
I think it should be a good third period, and been entertained back and forth. I kind of like that, right? You get a lead, then you tie it, and then you take the lead, and some blood on the ice. And it's too bad Zadorov's not out there because a good old Remke Zadorov brawl would just be brilliant here on this snowy night, right? But maybe next time.
Maybe 100%.
Sorry,
what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, has Remke cleaned up his act? Is he fighting as much, or is he what's his deal?
I haven't seen him fight as much. No. Other than the penalty he took, I haven't seen him really do anything dirty per se. So
gotcha.
Yeah, that's been nice to see. Scoring updates in the NHL right now. Just underway in the third period. Tampa Bay still holding on to a 1-0 lead over Utah. Islanders and Flyers just underway in the third period. Islanders still lead 3-0. And Anaheim striking early on the power play. They have a 1-0 lead over the Oilers. Mikhail Granlund scoring his 10th, assisted by Chris Kreider and Cutter Gauthier.
There you go.
Anaheim has taken a 1-0 lead over the Oilers in the first period.
Love it.
Chris Kreider getting an assist. What else is new there? But anyway, bless you. But no, look, before we go to break here, we talked a little bit about the Rangers retool and trading Panarin. I'm curious here, what do you want to see from the Bruins when it comes to the trade deadline? I know we're a month away almost, but what do you want to see from them?
I would like to see them add on the blue line. I do think you have a need there. It's part of why Rasmus Anderson was really big on their list, very high on their list. And, that whole thing came down to Anderson had agreed to go to Boston, but did not agree to an extension. And much like I was talking about earlier, I don't think you're going to see Boston trade future assets for rentals this year. You're just not going to do it. I don't want to see them do it because unless you get real lucky, I don't think you're winning the East. I don't think you're a
No.
cup team this year, but you've had a really good year, good foundational kind of tweener year where you haven't really had to blow it completely up. You kind of did that work last year, so you're able to build on it. You've developed some good young guys. You have James Hagens waiting in the wings, a couple other kids waiting in the wings. So you don't have to go out and make a ton of moves, but go out and get yourself a second line or second pairing D man. If you can add to the top six, yeah, you do it, but I think that's very expensive. I think more what you're going to see is something on the blue line, maybe a third line kind of wing or something along those lines. But I'm not going out and trading, a bunch of picks or, again, if you were sitting right there with Tampa or Carolina and you felt good against those teams, maybe I do, but that's more of what I think you're going to see out of Boston here at the deadline.
It's fair, and adding along the blue line, I think, probably makes the most sense in a league where scoring is relied upon so much. I think adding along there would pay dividends. I don't know if it'll help them make the playoffs this year, but look, it's better than nothing. You need some depth along the blue line, and I think that'll make a world of difference. By the way, you mentioned the Anaheim Ducks before, and you hope to see them make the playoffs. Try to guess what their record's been over their last 7 games.
Oh, I'm not going to look it up because I know they struggled. They were struggling for a while. So last 7, 5-1-1.
7-0-0.
Oh, 7-0-0. Okay.
They are undefeated in their last 7 games,
Crazy.
Scoring an average of 3 goals a game, having a goals against per game of 1.86, a 932 team save percentage, and an 81% penalty kill, and they're within 3 points of the Pacific Division. That's how good they've been this year.
And it tells you how tight everything is that you can go on a little run and be right there. And they're not a good defensive team. I mean, that's been such a struggle for them to sort of see those defensive metrics over the last 7. You wonder if it's sustainable for them. Dostal is way better than he's shown this year. I have him on my fantasy hockey team, so I do know that. He's been awful. But I mean, listen, Joel Quenneville, he's the old ball coach out there, right? He knows how to get the most out of guys. I love, and what I talked about in the preseason with these guys is the mix of young players, veteran guys. Now you get this legendary coach. You've got a couple of the really good assistants on that bench. I think, was it Woodcock from the old Edmonton coach, I think is there. It's just a great mix. And seemingly good goaltending with Dostal. I'm still a little salty. Of course, Greg Cronin, the guy that got fired, a lot of Maine roots up here. He was a Colby College grad, coached at the University of Maine when we were winning championships. He actually filled in for, oh man, now I'm really going to blank out. Legendary UMaine coach, Sean, he's passed away now. My God, I am going to miss this.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna have to look this now. I'm having a brain crack. I'm not even drinking tonight, so this is bad. Holy smokes! Somebody's gonna get it before I get it. Sean Walsh.
Okay.
When
Yes.
Walsh had the NCAA kind of suspension or probation, whatever you call it, he was gone. Cronin's the one that filled in for the team, so we love seeing Greg Cronin get opportunities. So when the team improved by 21 points and 8 wins, and he got fired, it was like, what are they doing? But you get Quenneville. I kind of get it. I hate to say it. I kind of get it. So
yeah,
I think Cronin's I think he's in Iowa with the Minnesota Wilds AHL club. I think he landed there. So he might be back in the NHL someday. And when does Pete DeBoer get a job? That's a podcast topic I'm going to bring up. I love Pete DeBoer. Goodness. I love that man. I don't know. Dallas was my pick last year to win the whole thing.
Yeah, and same here.
I mean, I had no problem with what he said about Ottinger in the play.
I'm sorry. No. I had Florida repeating last year. My mistake.
You had okay. No, you had it. You got it right.
For once.
Yeah, but
I never get those picks correct.
no,
I never do.
I think I had Dallas, New Jersey last year.
You had the Devils in there?
I did. I know. I'm
That's
sure all the Ranger fans are laughing at me, but
Hey, listen, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Jack Hughes has built the glass, man. I didn't know. I had no idea.
It's unbelievable, man. It really is. We're going to step aside for a brief few moments, but when we come back, we will get you set for the third period of action. And what is a close game? 3-2 Bruins after 40 minutes of play from Madison Square Garden. Rangers Bruins Centennial season, original 6. How will this end? Stick around and find out. We'll be right back on THPN. You're watching another THPN watch party presented by DraftKings. Sign up with code THPN. Bet just $5, get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's code THPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, select states, and please play responsibly. After 40 minutes of play from Madison Square Garden, it is the Bruins who lead 3-2 over the New York Rangers, and really, I look at it this way. Rangers played a really good first period. Bruins played a really good second period. So now it all comes down to who's going to break the tie here. So really, I think it's going to come down to, once again, discipline. Because we saw from both teams, discipline fell short. Rangers were given a gift. Zibanejad initially had taken a high sticking penalty. They reviewed it. They determined it was a follow-through, no penalty call. And they were given a 5-on-3, did not capitalize. What happens? Bruins get 2 unanswered goals. They lead 3-2. And the Bruins take a couple of bad penalties themselves, but at the end of the day, they ended up doing their job on the penalty kill. And Korpisalo especially has been a stone wall tonight on the penalty kill. So if you're the Rangers, you have to be aggressive a little bit more with getting pucks on net and just keeping the pressure up on Boston. That's it. Plain and simple. There's really no other way to put it. You've been struggling at home all year. You've been struggling to score. You've been struggling to put up pressure. You've been leaving your goaltending out to dry. Now is your time to go out there, be aggressive, and hopefully finally get a win on home ice.
Yeah, I'll repeat a lot of what you just said there, Jimmy, that I think if the Rangers have a short memory, you've had a rough year. You've been in this spot before where you haven't delivered. You are facing a goaltender coming in the last 4, 947 save percentage and looking real good again tonight in Korpisalo. You have to have more urgency with a shot mentality. I think if you're the Rangers, if you want to win this one, Boston's coming in playing some really good hockey. You kind of let them off the hook a little bit. They kind of played a clunky first period. They got him to a 5-on-3. You let him off the hook there. And a team that's playing hot, I don't care who you are. It could be the Ducks, could be the Bruins, could be the Stars, anybody, right? You let any team that's playing good hockey off the hook, you're going to pay for it. And they did in that second period if you're the Rangers. So don't get frustrated if you're New York. Keep shots going. Corpo's bound to have one of those bounces get behind him. The Bruins have cleaned up the defensive details a little bit. Their PK has been good, even without Zadorov in there. And I think for Boston, just don't sit back. Let's not play 20 minutes of defense. Keep a shot mentality yourself. You have old man John Quick out there. You've gotten 3 by him already. This could go. I mean, I hate to say it. I could see this becoming a 7-2 type of thing where the Bruins could explode. They've had a little bit of that lately, but again, if you're the Rangers, I know I'm on a Rangers podcast, so try to play nice here. I do think just don't get frustrated.
No. You don't got to play nice. It's okay.
But no, I think from a Ranger perspective, don't get frustrated. Have a short memory and just have a little more urgency than you did in that second period.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Thoughts on the hit from Rusta? That it was brutal. It's not good. You
I'll have to go back and look at it. No. Pittsburgh, what a surprise. I am shocked by the Penguins.
Yeah.
Sydney, we know that, but to see them miss. They're getting older. I had them 8th in the Metro this year. I just gave them no shot. And I worked 10 years for a Pittsburgh-based company. I have a bunch of Pittsburghian friends. Trust me, I'm getting so much, thrown at me from them. Rightfully so, because man, did I miss on them this year. Holy smokes.
They've been a real surprise. The Penguins. Actually, fun fact for you: I actually went to see Rangers Penguins in Pittsburgh earlier this year, in which the Rangers ended up winning 6-1.
Oh,
and that was probably the best game I've been to all year, if I'm being honest.
Nice.
Hey, it was my first road game. It was awesome. I had a great time. That arena's gorgeous. They really did a good job.
It's a nice arena. I've been there a few times myself. And Pittsburgh's a real underrated city, man. Beautiful downtown.
I love Pittsburgh. I love that city so much. My sister's a music teacher out there, actually.
Oh, perfect. Go in the summertime. Go to a Pirates game. I know they're god awful, but that stadium, PNC Park, is one of my favorite stadiums.
That is the most beautiful ballpark in all of baseball. Gorgeous. No questions asked. But the team is so bad.
It's so bad. I went to opening day there. I went to opening day with a former girlfriend a few years back, and it snowed the night before. It was so cold, like in the
Oh,
concourses. It was like a wind tunnel.
terrible.
We left after 3 innings, went to a bar, and it was the right decision.
Clearly, it was. Underway, third period. I know you kind of discussed it before, Ben, but what do you want to see more from the Bruins here in the third?
Just more of what you saw in the second. Don't sit back and just play defense. You don't have Zadorov tonight. Keep a shot mentality, keep the pressure on. I mean, again, you're facing a team that's been a little razzled this year in these situations. And just keep your sticks on the ice. What's haunted Boston all year are stick infractions, stick penalties. Don't give this team any life at all. Don't give them any reason to believe in themselves, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And again, if you're the Rangers, just, look like how you did on your last power play. Just be aggressive. Get shots on net because good things happen when you get shots on net.
Yeah, and I mean, goaltending's tough, man. Corpo's been good tonight, but he's had to make a lot of saves in close. I think for the Rangers, what you've got to change is more traffic out in front.
100%, yes.
You've had some in tight a little bit where Corpo's made some nice saves and gotten some gloves on it, but when you're out there at the point, get more traffic out in front. You're making it sometimes a little bit too easy for Corpo to see the puck.
Yeah, you are, and they've unfortunately made the opposing goalie look like the second coming of Jacques Plante all season long. But that's just the way it's been.
Let's not get carried away here. He's been good the last 4. Let's not get carried away.
Of course, I'm over-exaggerating, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Shots are 19-16, though, in favor of the Rangers, so they're certainly getting their shots. As there's a shot right there that just goes wide of Quick's net. Bruins keeping the zone. Here was Elias Lindholm, who's got 2 goals tonight, has a shot blocked there. As Will Borgen was being held a little bit there. Bruins may have gotten away with one there. As Bruins keep in. Taken away by Matthew Robertson. And both teams looks like, they're making line changes as Robertson plays it, and he'll go back to the bench for a change. Rangers dump into the zone, but they're offside. They have to regroup. Scott Morrow, number 60, beats Vakanainen. Back for Morrow. Morrow has that deflected in the zone by a Ranger. And actually, no, that actually went up high and out of play. My mistake. So a face-off will more than likely come back into the Rangers zone. Just underway. Third period is about 2:08 gone by. 3-2 Bruins lead. I want to thank you all for joining us here on this Monday evening of coverage of Rangers Bruins here on the Hockey Podcast Network. My name is Jimmy, the host of From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast, alongside Ben Kennedy, the host of the Main Hockey Report. Subscribe to both of our shows on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcast, and rate both of us 5 stars. Spread the word, share, like, tell a friend. It would mean a lot to both of us, and we thank you very much for all of your support. And subscribe right here to the THPN YouTube channel if you have not done so, and smash that like button as well. It helps us out tremendously. And follow us on all social media at HockeyPodNet. Bruins lead 3-2 here over the New York Rangers here. Third and final meeting of the season. It's the Bruins' only meeting with the Rangers at Madison Square Garden this season after 2 matinees in Boston. One game, the Rangers won 6-2. The other game, well, we don't talk about that anymore. But 3 minutes gone by, third period. No, as much as I like to make jokes about that, like, it happened. We got to move past it. It's over, but.
Yeah, it's one of those, if you're the Rangers, you burn the tape, just move on, just get it out of your system. And we were worried as Bruins fans that, we're not a juggernaut offense. Like, man, save a little bit of that for later, man. You didn't need to put 10 on the board, man. That's crazy.
I didn't know what the hell was happening after that. And the funny thing is, I didn't even watch that game. I was at work the entire game.
Oh, good for you.
I missed it.
I know. It's a good one to miss.
Literally.
Oh, man.
I wanted no part of that nonsense.
No. In Madison Square Garden, speaking of, you talked about going to Pittsburgh, I've never been to MSG. That's one place I've never
Oh,
been, and I'd
with
love to get to a
with
game.
the improvements they made there over the years, it's become really nice.
Nice.
The only issue is the food and drink expensive.
Well, true. I mean,
It is New York, but even still, it's like, eh. I mean, I'm from New Jersey, so by logic, I should be a Devils fan. But my mom's a Ranger fan; she made me one, so
nice.
by all logic, I'm a Ranger fan. I mean, what do you want from me? But no, I've been to my share of Ranger games. I've been to the old MSG before it was renewed. I went
Mhm.
to a game in 2012 against the Washington Capitals toward the end of the year, and I met Adam Graves. He was a
Oh,
really, really nice guy. He
cool.
actually was walking into the lobby. He was going toward the MSG studio, and he just ran into me. And we had a nice conversation for like a good 5 minutes. And then we took a picture afterwards. Really, really nice
Nice.
human being.
Hockey players. Oh, nice shot there. Hockey players are some of the nicest people you're going to meet in sports.
Oh, they are. Oh, yeah.
So
I think people really do underestimate how good hockey players can be off the ice to
yeah.
not just fans, but their community as well. Like with Henrik Lundqvist, with the Garden of Dreams Foundation,
Oh,
he does
yeah.
so much for that community. It's unreal.
One of my favorite Rangers, one of my favorite goalies. I loved Lundqvist. I have never been a Ranger fan, but I loved watching him play, man. I know we had Tuukka Rask, but man, I wanted some Lundqvist in Boston, man. I love that. I love that man. And the most well-dressed human being on the planet. If you see him on TNT, what in the world?
1,000%.
What kind of closet does that man have? His poor wife must not have any room.
Oh
in
my
her
goodness.
closet, Love it.
I want that man's wardrobe. I want his hair. I want everything.
It's awesome. It's great.
If I could afford half of what he has, I'd be a very happy man.
I know. Just a legend, though. Absolute legend.
I'm pretty sure my girlfriend would yell at me for having too many suits, but it is what it is.
Yeah. She'll get over it. They get over things, right? Is that what happens?
True.
Okay.
Well, certain things they do. Other things, not so much.
Uh-huh.
And you can never let it go. Looks like we have an offside against the Bruins.
Yeah, Geeky never got back. So another podcaster buddy of mine, New Jersey Devils guy, running with the Devils podcast. I don't know if you know him.
Yes, I do.
Yep, he's a real good podcast over there. He's been on. I've had him on a couple of years in a row doing New Jersey Devils team previews before the season, and I check out his live streams. He does a post game, and I just love it because I know Ranger fans get nutty, but those Jersey fans, man, they're mad. They're just always mad. Holy smokes!
I was gonna say I keep getting updates from Neil, who hosts Devil State of Mind, and I think this is the most frustrated that this Devils fan base has been in a while. I know they've won a couple of games recently, but their struggles this year, they're struggling like the Rangers are. It's so ironic.
They are, of all three teams in that metro area, it's the Islanders that are the best. Like, really?
The Islanders are the only good. The Islanders and the Flyers are the surprising teams this year.
Bizarre.
So bizarre. I don't get it.
Jersey, Jack can't stay healthy. You got a Dougie Hamilton problem, obviously.
Jersey's they're trading Dougie Hamilton.
They have to. They have to. Yeah.
Oh, now we got a
little
altercation going on.
All right.
Looks like Steve's getting involved with somebody there.
McAvoy going after Redby a little bit, man. Careful. I guess he's got the mask on. He probably feels all right.
I was going to say, yeah. 13:46 to go in the third, 3-2 Bruins. So now you're starting to see a little bit of pushing and shoving, a little bit of aggressiveness by both teams there. Something we really have not seen all game.
Not a lot of physicality in this one. You had the stick up high there on peak, but that was more of a kind of accidental kind of play. But yeah, not a lot of physicality, and kind of a first 6.5 minutes, kind of a nothing burger so far. Just I think if you're a Bruins fan, you're happy with that. Like nobody's really found their footing yet, and you're just kind of going back and forth and lobbing it back and forth to each other. So yeah, Yeah, but to go back to the jersey piece, surprised, not surprised because they just haven't been able to deliver. But on paper, and I think that's why Devils fans get so pissed is that on paper they look great,
Yeah, they do.
and Jack, I mean, he's a heart candidate every year, but guy can't say. I mean, he cuts himself with a dinner knife. Like how
I
much
mean,
more bizarre of an
in
injury?
fairness, that is a freak thing. It does
Yeah, I
happen.
mean,
I
I
get it.
know,
But even still,
but it has to happen to him. Like he's gonna get hurt
yeah,
anyway. Why does it
literally.
have to be that?
Out of all the players, him?
I know.
Like, come on. Danelle has a question for you, Ben. But before we get
Sure.
to that, scoring updates in the NHL. Tampa Bay still holding on to a 1-0 lead over the Utah Mammoth with 5 minutes to go in the third. Utah on the power play. Islanders have now made it 4-0 over the Philadelphia Flyers. JG Padjo scoring his second of the game. And the Oilers have tied things up at 1 with the Ducks in first intermission. Zach Hyman scoring his 21st on the power play. Danelle asks, do you like some of the new jerseys that came out this season?
Good question. I don't know if they came out this year. I kind of like that orange look out in Anaheim. I know a lot of people don't like
Yeah,
it. It looks like a construction worker suit, but I don't know. I kind of like that one. And I am really in love with the
it's
Utah.
decent.
It's decent. It's decent. And I'm kind of digging the Utah Mammoth look.
Yes,
Maybe it's
yes.
just because it's new, but of course, you see all my hats in the background. I have a Mammoth hat that I bought. I don't have a lot of jerseys. I just I've got a Bergeron, one with the old bear on. I think I have a couple of those ones. But yeah, I think those are the two that kind of resonate with me right now. Trying to think, I have to think about that though.
Okay.
There's been a lot of other like stadium jerseys and alternate jerseys I probably am not thinking of, but those are two that come right out of the mind.
No, it's a fair answer. I like it. By the way, if you missed it, our trivia question for the night is which two
Ooh.
Rangers have recorded multiple 90-point seasons between 1991 and 2004? If you haven't left your guesses yet, leave them in the comments below. I think my official guess as meanwhile Perot moves into the safe by Corpusalo. Oh, Gay Perot, the
Oh,
kid with a good chance.
good look. Corpo had to
Good
be
look for
sharp
the
there
young
too. It's
kid.
been kind of quiet here for Corpo lately, so had to be sharp on
Mm,
that one.
yeah, but I think my official guess for the trivia Messier's got to be one of them. So I'm going to say Messier. And then, gosh, I feel like Brian Leach is too obvious though.
Don't
Uh,
overthink it. Don't overthink it.
I know. I guess I'll go with Messier and Leach. I mean, those are the only two I can really think of. That's my official guess.
Good shot there.
And
Oh,
we got a penalty
oh,
coming up
that's
as Perot was
interference.
taken down.
Yeah, that's interference on McAvoy. That's interference all day.
Yeah.
Don't bump the official, McAvoy. What are you doing?
Hmm.
Hey, getting after him, man. Just because
Contact with an official. Ooh, I'm surprised that's what was it? Was it that bad? It wasn't even that bad though. But even still, you can't make contact with an official like that.
I mean, I think it was accidental, but just looks bad.
Even still,
I know.
McAvoy
Oh,
still
that's
kind of pleading his case.
oh,
Let's see
he's
the
saying
replay.
he's saying he flopped. He didn't flop there. McAvoy got him pretty good.
Eh,
There's no
I
flop
mean,
there.
I kind of see a little bit of embellishment there, but that's
Not
interference.
not enough to call
No,
embellishment.
it's not enough. No, I agree with you. There's a rumor that next season the NHL will have a jersey program called HTR Home to a remix. I may have to look into that. Okay.
All right.
If that's true, the
That
Rangers
could be
better do
fun.
something with the New York skyline because that'd be pretty sick to see.
Yeah, that'd be all right one. Well, here's your opportunity for the Rangers. I mean, been kind of a
Yeah,
quiet period.
fourth power play of the game. They're 0 for 3. Got to take advantage here. Let's see. 12-12 remaining in the third. Bruins lead 3-2. McAvoy gets called for interference. Rangers win the face-off. Panarin immediately off the draw on a save by Corpusalo. There's your good first look right there. Panarin with a good chance.
Yeah, we talked about discipline coming into the period, and that's one of the leaders for the Bruins. You got to be more disciplined there. Yeah, you want to say Perot flopped a little bit. I don't think so. I think that you just have to be smarter there, and don't leave it up to the refs to make that kind of a call. Yeah, open ice, you can't hide from that one.
No, you can't.
No.
Loose puck in the circle. Rangers take it. Gavrikov keeps in. Try to feed Trocheck. Now Panarin's got it. Keeps in. And the Bruins take it in clear. Gavrikov has it back. Up the left for Panarin. Back for Gavrikov. Now Zibanejad moves up. And lost control by Trocheck. And it's cleared out. Rangers' 4th power play of the night. They're 0 for 3. 11:35 remaining in the third. 3-2. Bruins lead. Aaron moves up. Aaron feeds Miller. And Boston takes it and clears again, as far as center at least. Gavrikov able to reset. And Bruins take it and clear immediately, not giving the Rangers much of anything here on this particular power play, as now Panarin tries to make a nice move to avoid trouble and taken right back by 45 of Boston, and he clears.
Yeah, Aspero, one of those defensemen there at 45 for us, has been, was not on the opening day roster. Providence guy. He's really earned his ice and has been kind of a sneaky good defenseman for us.
Yeah. Perreault spins. Feeds Cooley behind the net. Now Lafreniere back for Perreault. Here's Morrow. Now Perreault moves up. Deke spins. And a shot save. Korpisalo rebound by Lafreniere. A save by Korpisalo. And the Bruins come out with it.
Oof.
Couple of more good looks there. Lafreniere with a good chance. Lafreniere, once again, really quiet. Haven't heard much from him all night. Cooley tries to feed deep, and a long pass, quick out of the crease to play it, but that's going to do it. Another good penalty kill by the Bruins. 0 for 4 on the power play are the Rangers. So once again, special teams continue to be a struggle.
Well, it's something that the Bruins needed to clean up. They had given up, what do you say, a power play goal in each of the last 4 or 5 games. 5. Yeah, so a point of focus and emphasis, especially, sometimes when you're missing, nice shot there by 73, eh?
Oof, yeah, Rempe with a good chance right there and a save by Korpisalo. Damn, oof.
That was a rocket, downing tight.
Yeah,
and sometimes, when you're missing a good guy, let's talk about like Denver last night with Jared Stidham in there. They play in snowy conditions, played pretty well without your top guy. Sometimes as a team, your focus is a little higher when you don't have everybody. And Zadorov is so important on the PK. Maybe the team tonight just said, we got to come together, play a little bit more structured as a group. Or maybe I'm overstating it. I don't know. But you do see that happen sometimes. That Panarin shot at the beginning proving to be the best opportunity. But second, what is it? The second unit in there got some looks, and Corpo's staying sharp, man. Corpo's been great tonight.
Yeah, he really has. Donnell said, everybody has said Patriots have the easiest path to Super Bowl 60, that they didn't face tough quarterbacks. It's kind of true. Well, they did face Josh Allen, but other than that, you are right. No. They did have the easiest path, and if they don't win it, it would be, I don't want to say failure. I think it would be disappointing if they don't win.
Well, of course you're disappointed. You get to the big game, you don't get there. But no, I think for a Pats fan, there's no disappointment here at all. You're 2 years ahead of schedule, as far as I'm concerned.
True.
And yeah, we played a 6-play schedule. So did Denver, though. Okay, look at the teams that won division. Carolina won a division. Chicago, Denver, New England, all really bad teams. That's just how they weigh the schedules. The NFL wants to see this. For the Pats, though, I will say we did beat Buffalo. We had them beat 21-0 with the game we lost to them. We beat Carolina. We beat Tampa. We also started 1-2. We lost to the Raiders this year. I mean, we lost to the Raiders. But yes.
Hang on 1 second, Ben. I apologize, but we do have the answer to our trivia question. Which two legendary Rangers recorded multiple 90-point seasons between 91 and 2004? My guess was Brian Leetch and Mark Messier. And it's Mark Messier and Wayne Gretzky.
Oh,
1 for 2. Right. All right, I'll take it. Mark Messier had 3. Wayne Gretzky had 2.
I
did not think Wayne Gretzky. Okay.
I mean, I didn't know he was there long enough. I'm trying to remember his stint in New York.
Wasn't there long. Last 3 or 4 years in the league with the Rangers.
That's right. Huh. Well, there you go. Well,
Oh, yeah,
we
that's right.
all
Gretzky retired in 99. That's right. Yes. Okay. I should have thought that. That's okay. I'll take 1 for 2. I'll take Messier.
good.
Third period shots 5-4 in favor of the Bruins. Total for the game 23-21 in favor of the Rangers, who trail 3-2 with 9:20 remaining in the third. Looking for some more offensive pressure. Here's Robertson. That shot blocked in front. JT Miller goes in the corner. Hampus Lindholm going forward for the Bruins. He gets it out to center. Pastrnak dumps it in the Rangers zone. Braden Schneider behind the net as the Rangers make a couple of changes. David Pastrnak, by the way, second fastest Bruin with 900 points. Only Phil Esposito was quicker.
He's been so good. I mean, it's not great commentary to say that, but we're in a league with look at who's out there: Sidney, Ovechkin, McDavid, Draisaitl, McKinnon, Matthews, Tage Thompson. Some of these guys, it kind of almost get lost in the shuffle if you're David Pastrnak, right? Like there's a lot of just Hall of Fame type guys, and he's going to be one of them. Whoa!
Yeah. Meanwhile, 2-1-1 for Zacha, saved by Quick.
What a save! I thought Zacha had that. He picked a spot.
I thought he did too. McAvoy and Middlestat tied up with Lafreniere along the glass and center ice. Rangers take it back. Gavrikov. Rangers looking for an answer here, trailing 3-2. Morrow deflects that in the zone. Korpisalo out to play it for Boston. Taken away by Laba as the Rangers try to get set up. Laba under some pressure. Scott Morrow has it, shoots, and a save by Korpisalo. Laba gets it back. Moving up the wing is Morrow. Now Laba fighting for it. Cooley. Hoffman. Bruins doing a good job pressuring with the puck along the boards.
Yeah, I got the fourth line out there doing their job. Kastelik, Chanel, Corrali. It's what they do.
7:08 to go, third period. 3-2 Boston. Zibanejad, pass intercepted by Boston, and they're able to move it on up the center. Tanner Jeannot dumps it in the zone. Pastrnak was held up there by Will Borgen. JT Miller with control. Feeds up the left for Robertson. Back for JT Miller, who lost control. And it's dumped in the Bruins zone behind the net. And Robertson fires, and a save by Korpisalo. And he hangs on. 6:40 to go in the third. Actually, Will Borgen took that shot. Hard shot by Will Borgen.
Hard shot. No traffic in front. Easy for Corpo to see it. But yeah, good look. As any shot at this point is a good shot. I think I'd say for your team. I mean, 4-2 seems huge right now if you're the Rangers. So I mean, I think the next goal is just obviously very, very important here with 6:40 to go.
True. Patriots didn't have to face Mahomes, Jackson, and Burr. True, but well, I'm just gonna leave that alone.
I think we would have beaten Kansas City this year. I do. Kansas City was different.
When they were playing this year? Oh yeah,
they weren't great.
That was terrible. Meanwhile, Robertson keeps in the zone for the Rangers. Here's Borgen moving behind the net for Lafreniere. Here's Panarin. Panarin looking. Here is Borgen. Scores! It may have been tipped, but this game is tied. Wow. Will Borgen.
Traffic in front. Make it hard for Corpo to see that one. There you go.
There's the equalizer the Rangers were looking for. Will Borgen ties this game at 3. A big goal for the Rangers.
Yeah, top of the dot here. Let's see this. Oh, are they going to look at
great pass from Aaron?
Got a little bit of traffic in on Corpo. I wonder if Boston's looking at Goal. They looking at goal interference. There's not goal interference in my opinion on that, but there was some contact made. I don't think it's enough to even look at it myself.
Probably. Hey, look who decided to join the party. What's up, Connor? Long time no chat, my friend, chilling at a blood donation clinic. Oh, yikes. Have fun with that, but hope you're doing well. And, yeah, if you're just joining us, Will Borgen, his third of the year. Rangers have tied this game 3-3 with 6 minutes to go in the third. Brand new hockey game here, Ben.
It is for sure. I mean, 1-goal game. This is what the league is today, and it had been kind of a ho-hum third period for both clubs. So we just were talking about how next goal is a big one, and Boston not able to extend the lead, not able to. I don't want to say they've been playing passive, but probably playing a little bit more defensively minded. Not wanting to give the Rangers any sort of breakaways or anything easy. So
yeah. 5:30 remaining in regulation. 3-3 game. Will Borgen scoring his third of the season. Will Borgen's not really a guy known for being offensive. But when he does shoot it, it's hard to beat that.
Yeah, got a rocket. But we talked
5 minutes left.
We talked about that earlier. Talked about that earlier on, where Rangers not getting enough traffic in front. They were able to go in there and get a little bit of a touch on Corpo as that puck's coming in. That's kind of what you have to do when a goalie's going good, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely, you're right.
Play on the edge a little bit,
and that's the offensive pressure we were talking about that the Rangers needed to get more of. And sure enough, it leads to the game-tying goal with over 6 minutes left. And a brilliant pass, by the way. The pass from Panarin to get that done was unreal. He may try too much sometimes with passing, but his passes are gorgeous.
Yeah. I think he's one of those guys where he'll be appreciated way more after he's out of New York. I mean, I hate to say it, but
that's not even a debate, man.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for, right?
True.
All right. Bruins finally getting it down here.
Will Borgen, his third, assisted by Panarin and Lafreniere at 13:43. So Lafreniere gets on the score sheet tonight with a point. Good for him. After having somewhat of a quiet night, he gets a secondary assist. That puck off the stick of Elias Lindholm into the Rangers zone. Rangers trying to clear it out, and they get it out to center. Good job by Mika Zibanejad. 3:30 to go in regulation time. Game tied 3-3. Here's Gavrikov under pressure. Now here's Schneider as both teams make line changes. Rangers outshooting the Bruins 26-22 and 7-6 here in this third period.
It feels like it's been 10 minutes since we've seen a Bruins shot on goal.
Meanwhile, a chance. Cooley, loose puck, save Korpisalo. There was a loose puck in front, and Will Cooley saw it, and Korpisalo beat him to it just in time. Great save. 3-3 the score with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, a little clunky there by Boston, trying to get it back out, and just a little mishandle, and again maybe a little miscommunication. But Corpo cleaning that up. Thankfully, if you're a Bruins fan,
that's one way to put it, Connor. They certainly are a circus, but no, I mean, look, it's a brand new hockey game, and look, you're 3 minutes away from at least getting a point in the standings, which is ideally what you want, but we shall see. There's still 3 minutes left, so we'll find out what happens.
Yeah, they've definitely tipped some momentum here, not just with the goal, but the minutes leading up to that, they were kind of controlling play a little bit like they did in the first period, getting more shots and just being a little more aggressive on the forechecking and on the boards, winning a few more board battles. So, if you're Boston, you gotta quickly flip the script here and try to get some momentum back. That you're not up anymore. You can't just sit back and play defense. So
yeah,
you'll see quite a bit of the First two lines there for Boston. Wonder if they don't move Mitten up a little bit. I don't know here. We'll see what happens. Haven't not seen a lot from the second line for Boston. Zacha had a couple of good looks. Arvidsson's been very, very quiet. Middlestat's been very, very quiet. Part of why I think, do you move Mitten up with Zacha and either Middlestat or something like that, change it up a little bit.
Yeah, we have a couple of games that have gone final. Tampa Bay beats Utah 2-0. Islanders beat the Flyers 4-0. So those two games have gone final, and Edmonton and Anaheim are still tied at 1 apiece. Meanwhile, here, Will Borgen scores a goal with over 6 minutes left in the third, and with 3 minutes to go, we are tied 3-3 between the Rangers and the Bruins. Will Borgen scoring his third of the season. Bruins win this face-off here. McAvoy under pressure by Panarin. Good takeaway, and they're unable to get a clean pass. That was a good effort by Panarin, but he was just unable to get a clean pass to his teammate as Robertson is being pressured by a Bruin. Now it's up the middle for Panarin in center. That was broken up by Middlestat, who's able to dump it in. Here comes Arvidsson for Boston. Good play by Robertson to poke check that puck away. Bruins keep in, though. Zacha has that shaken away momentarily. Jokiharju back in his own end. Hampus Lindholm dumps it in for Boston. Quick out to play it. 2:05 to go in regulation time. Game tied 3-3. Here comes JT Miller back for Perreault. Miller back for Zibanejad. Now Gavrikov. And that shot is blocked in front. And the Bruins able to take it. Someone had their stick knocked away. They wanted a penalty, and they're not going to get it.
No, not happening tonight for the Bruins. Oh, nobody home.
Wow.
So what a move.
Nobody was in the right place at the right time there.
We see Pasta make 3 or 4 of those moves a game. It's just crazy how good he is. Stick handling ability just makes people miss.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, that's bar down. They're just showing the Borgen shot again. On Nesson. Beautiful shot.
A 3-3 game with 1:28 to go in regulation time. Bruins win this face-off. Here's McAvoy. Borgen, who tied the game, gets it along for Robertson. Will Cooley feeds Laba. The puck hit off the high stick of Othman, and the Bruins able to take it back. Biggest surprise of the season, my choice has to be the Sabres' 10-game winning streak. That was insane. That was insane.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Quick makes a save there, and now we got a little more altercations going. Will Borgen getting involved with a couple of Bruins. Tanner Jeannot being one of them. Tanner Jeannot, I always thought was a pretty tough player.
He is. He's a tough guy. Yeah, he's a big guy. That's why he's here. He's here to be a physical presence, be a third, fourth line heavy player. If you get some goals out of him, get a little scoring, that's what Boston would like to see. But no, he's in there to be, for lack of a better term, a little bit of a knucklehead. So, but I don't like that term. I don't use it a lot. It's kind of disrespectful. But no, it's he has a role here, and Houston up there 92 for Boston, a little bit quiet. He had been playing up on the first line, as we said earlier. He had a 4-goal. Did he have the 4 goals against the Rangers in that 10-2 game? I think he did. Yeah, been another real good surprise. He was, I think, the player we got from that Minnesota deal with hold on, who were we talking about earlier? 55 there for Boston. Now in Pittsburgh. Why can't I? Man, I'm struggling tonight, man.
So am I. It's okay. We're all a bit rusty.
We'll figure it out. But no,
It's
we
okay.
picked him up in the deal with Minnesota last year. He's been real good, real fast, shifty.
Yeah.
Uh, Justin Brazeau. Holy
Oh, yeah,
smokes!
Brazel.
Oh,
That's it. Yes, thank you.
took me a minute.
Also, Mitch Marner will make a conference final before the Leafs ever do.
Oh
He
yes,
probably will.
he will this year.
Yeah, more than
I think
likely.
so. Yeah, we had talked about Marner earlier. I know we're getting down to 38 seconds here. I want to call this last bit of it, but he
Yeah,
has more playoff points than Nylander, Matthews, Tavares, all of them. But
yep.
yeah, if you're Toronto, you run him out of town. Yeah, fine. So it's his fault. Okay, fine.
Mitch Marner, look, I know people complain that he's a crybaby and stuff like that, but honestly, he's better off in Vegas.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think everybody's better off in Vegas versus Toronto, if we're being honest.
You're
Outside of
probably
baseball,
right. Yeah,
but no, just yeah.
that's a fair point. No, I can't disagree with that. You're right. No icing here as the
Nah,
Rangers have to hustle.
Rangers get it. Yeah, Rangers get to it, but
Yeah, that was a good job by them. That's dumped in the zone by Geeky. Robertson plays it. JT Miller clears it out of the zone. 3, 2, and 1. And ladies and gentlemen, we got overtime. Each team with a point.
all right. Well, I think quite honestly, both teams have played well enough to get a point out of this one.
Oh, they did. They did. They did.
I would say that Boston a really good second period. Moments in the first and third where they were okay, but I think the Rangers got to be happy with the first and third period where they were definitely the better team. I'd say overall in both of those periods. So
yeah, Rangers forced the game-tying goal late. Will Borgen with his third. Rangers get a big point in the standings. And we are headed to overtime, tied 3-3. Now, as we know, overtime is 3-on-3, so neither team can afford to make a big mistake here, especially if you are the, in more so the case the Rangers, but I would say more for both teams who are still trying to fight for a playoff spot. Rangers who are at the bottom of the NHL, Bruins who are right there in the thick of things, but 3-on-3 overtime. Ben, what do you want to see?
I wanted to see David Pastrnak out there make a move and put quick on his butt. That's what I want to see. But
Of course you do.
of course I do, right? No, but the Bruins are pretty good at 3-on-3. They because they're a good power play team, so it follows that they're good on the 3-on-3. Well, it's a bounce here, a bounce there. If you get a bad break, you can see a lot of 2-on-0 tries going down the other end. So you do have to be careful. But yeah, chance to shorten your bench a little bit. A lot of ice out there on 3-on-3. It's not my favorite part of the NHL. I'm not gonna lie. It's especially
I kind of miss when it was still 4-on-4.
yeah,
That's
me
just
too.
me, though.
We understand why they do it. Totally get it, but
Yes, but
that doesn't mean I like it.
no,
I
I still hate shootouts more than anything.
Oh, me too. It seems so anticlimactic. It's like really,
they really do.
It's like
They really do.
I mean, I'm glad we don't have that, for the playoffs and all that, of course. But
Thank God.
But yeah.
I've argued in the past that there should just be continuous overtime in the regular season. Like, what's wrong with that?
Why not? Or
Thank you.
What we're doing in the ECHL, we do with 7-minute overtime. That's fine. 7-8 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
3-on-3. That'd be better than a shootout.
You're right. All right. Well, here we go. Puck has dropped. We are underway in overtime. Each team with a point. 3-on-3 overtime between the Rangers and the Bruins. 3-3 the score. McAvoy with the puck for Boston. Shots are 27-24 in favor of the Rangers. Pastrnak moves up. Under pressure. Here's Zacha. Zacha cutting wide. Looks for a shot. Pass behind for Pastrnak. Good pressure by Panarin, who takes the puck away. Here's Gavrikov. Both teams looking for a change. Gavrikov still with it. Panarin moves up. Gavrikov back to the bench. Here's Schneider with the puck. Zibanejad comes on. Zibby's got it. Under pressure by a couple of Bruins. Has to spin around. Rangers can't get into the offensive zone. Bruins doing a good job pressuring here with 3:45 to go in overtime. Now Schneider cutting back the other way. Still with it. Now Zibanejad. Rangers just cannot get it out of their zone.
Another guy to watch out for Boston is Fraser Minton, 93. It's had at least one overtime winner this year, maybe two, but he's been sneaky good in these situations.
And here comes a takeaway by Estoninov. 2-on-1. Pass it front. Save by Quick. Big time save by Jonathan Quick on the 2-on-1. And now Zibanejad moves in. Nobody home in the vicinity. Zibanejad under some pressure by Morgan Geekie. He gets pinned to the boards. Will Cooley gets there to try and help him out. Puck still being pinned along the boards. 2:45 to go in overtime. 3-3 the score. Cooley. And here comes Geekie, who misses wide. Oof. He didn't miss that by much.
No, he didn't. Not the guy you want with the puck if you're the Rangers going down the ice.
2:30 to go in overtime. 3-3. Here comes Lafreniere. Feeds Gavrikov. Defended by Lohrei. Gavrikov goes back to center. Panarin comes back on. Gavrikov got it back. Here's Panarin. Panarin hustles in. Makes a move. Shoots! Might have been partially blocked by Elias Lindholm, but it goes wide. 2 minutes to go in overtime. That's taken away by Trocheck. Loose puck in center. Panarin dives for it. Good job by Panarin. Here comes Trocheck. Here's a Schneider shot, goes wide. Panarin's got it back. And tries to flip it out, and it's taken right back by the Bruins. Now here comes Pastrnak. Gotta be careful. Schneider, good job to get all over him. 1:30 to go in overtime. 3-3. Trocheck got pushed down a little bit there. Gets back up. Panarin moves up. Panarin finds Trocheck. Can't get a clean pass. Now Trocheck gets it back, and it's out of the zone. Now Quick comes out of the crease to play. Here comes Robertson. Robertson moves in. Scores! He scores! Matthew Robertson wins it in overtime!
Boom.
The most unlikely hero, Matthew Robertson. Rangers win 4-3.
Well, congratulations, everybody. You happy now?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Matthew Robertson, the most unlikely hero, wins it for the Rangers. A big-time win and on home ice.
Corpo's looking more center there. You can see he kind of lets that left, that post side kind of open just a little bit. Yeah, tough one. Zaka's on him, but doesn't close quick enough. And I think Corpo's looking more that shot to go center, more to the center. It goes more to the left, or to hit to Robertson's right post. Corpo's left. There you go.
So the Rangers get their revenge from the last battle against Boston. They end a 3-game losing streak with a big 4-3 win in overtime against the Boston Bruins. And now they will prepare for a home-at-home with the New York Islanders starting on Long Island on Wednesday night. Bruins go back home tomorrow to play the Nashville Predators, and
a good Nashville team.
Wonder how the Bruins are going to respond to this.
Oh, I think that in these situations they tend to respond pretty well, especially this year. They have, they let one get away tonight. They did. They had an opportunity to control the game. Again, not able to extend the lead in the third period. I thought they sat back just a little bit. played maybe a little bit too much defense. That's part of the Rangers' controlled play. So it's a little bit of both. But yeah, you waste a really good effort for Corporal. He gives up 4 goals, so it doesn't look great, but Corporal kept them in this game.
Oh no, he did everything he could to help the Bruins
Yeah,
win.
it's a tough loss, a tough luck loss for him. Would have liked to have seen Zacha close out a little bit better on that game-winning goal, but
Yeah.
that's what it is, man. Robertson makes the play, and that's it. So Nashville sneaky good this year. They've been better than at least than they were projected to be, and been playing some good hockey. So loaded with veterans. But yeah, Boston, they get Swayman in net tomorrow night. We'll see if Zadorov can play. There'll probably be some lineup changers after this one. The good thing about Marcus Sturm is he's not going to overreact to one loss.
No.
Get a point out of it. Okay, fine. In a tight Atlantic division, every point matters. But yeah, you'll let one get away tonight if you're Boston.
Yeah, no, they did. It's not a good look if you're the Bruins. You basically left your goalie out to dry in overtime. But I mean, really, you can't fault Korpisalo. I thought Corpy played excellent, like he has been in the past month or so. He's been probably a top 5 goalie, if I'm being honest with you. He's been that good. And the Rangers, for once, were able to find an answer at home and help out Jonathan Quick and win a big game, get a huge 2 points in the standings. Is it enough? Hey, building off of these wins has been another struggle for the Rangers all year. Let's see what they do on Long Island against the Islanders, who, quite frankly, have not only owned them, but are very surprising this year. Mm-hmm. So, do I trust them to build off this win? No, I don't, but it would be nice to beat the Islanders for once. That's just me, but I don't think they will. I would like them to, but at this point, I've seen too much.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, even though the Rangers sit in, 8th place, I mean, you go on 3-4 game winning streak, things can change, in a hurry here in this Eastern Conference. So,
yeah,
still enough time left. We'll see what we see, but yeah. Fun one though. I mean, for an overtime game that went back and forth, had lead changes, and not a lot of physical play, not a lot of like fighting or anything. But and I think for Boston, you get the point. Your PK was good tonight. That's a good takeaway. Corpo was good. Some defensive details they got to clean up, and just a little bit more urgency. I think the second line looked a little sluggish tonight. You didn't see a lot out of that line. I think that you're going to see Marco probably mix that up a little bit, maybe going into tomorrow night, try to find a different mix on that second line. And they have been pretty good this year, but they definitely were very unnoticeable tonight.
Yeah, very unnoticeable. And, going into the game against Nashville tomorrow, you got to figure, hey, you got to come out with more aggressiveness, respond well, and like you said, they have tendency to respond pretty well to tough losses like this. So hopefully for your sake, the Bruins can go back home tomorrow and respond well against a struggling Predators team. But Ben, before we sign off for the night, just one reminder, tell people how they can find out about your show and where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, the Main Hockey Report, audio on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, the video on YouTube. That's the Main Hockey Report. I'm all over social media, Facebook, X, Instagram, all that good stuff. That's the Main Hockey Report. X handle is at Puck's Pine Tree if you want to find me on X. But come check me out. If you're into ECHL hockey, if you're a Bruins fan, would love to have you on board. And if you're not, would love to have you on board too. We do talk, all NHL as well. And happy to be on here tonight, man. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, hey, well, I'm glad you had fun. And hey, anytime you want to do one of these again, if you want to come on my show, open invite to you. You're welcome anytime, my man. Thank you so much for doing this with me. This was such a blast, fun game. And hopefully we can do it again real soon. Thank you so much, Ben.
Sounds good, brother.
Anytime. He is Ben Kennedy, the host of the Main Hockey Report. Go follow him everywhere you get your podcasts and subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here to the THPN YouTube channel and leave a like and hit that bell so you're notified of all live streams and everything we do here. What's that?
Oh, I was just saying, go hit the like and subscribe button.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Sorry.
Good W, Jimmy. Have a good night. You too, Connor, and good night to everybody watching. Thank you very much. But again, like I said, go like and subscribe to the THPN YouTube channel. Follow us on socials at HockeyPodNet. And of course, once again, everything we do here is sponsored by our wonderful friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. Sign up with code THPN. New customers who bet $5 get $200 in bonus bets if their bet wins. That's code THPN. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older in select states. And please play responsibly. And go follow my show From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast, on all social media, X, Instagram, at BlueSeats94, and subscribe on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. And be sure to rate us both 5 stars. Once again, the final score here tonight, the Rangers beat the Bruins in overtime 4-3. Alongside Ben Kennedy, I'm Jimmy Finizzi. This has been another THPN Watch Party. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace, and take care.